Right then. Apologies for the delay. Yeah, welcome to session. What session are we on? 45, I want to say. Session 45 of Curse of Strahd. Did take a small break last week. I believe Stalking Thunder did not get ran because of turnout numbers, but yeah, back at it this week. I think Sam's actually here as well, which is perfect timing. So we're just gonna jump straight into it as they are witnessing this weird, crazy guy in the mountains shooting laser beams into the sky.
Doing his intro first.
No, he said he's going to start in 5 minutes, whether he's here or not.
I'm here though.
Yes, I know, but I was unmuted the stream and you said you think Sam's here, so it's perfect timing.
Yeah.
But there is no Sam. It's merely an illusion.
It's merely illusion, so it's just a ghost Sam in Discord.
Yes.
Ghost of Sam has passed.
Is he having technical difficulties? Is he?
Yeah, I mean,
I have no idea what was going on, but so I've just moved back to my laptop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know why I wasn't on my computer.
Well, we can hear you.
Yep, we can hear you.
I can hear you.
All right. I'm just going to do a quick recap of what happened last time. So in the last session, our group found ourselves escaping the prison of sorts, which they've narrowed down to be northern of Barovia within the forest range near Mount Baratok range, far in the north. And you guys set camp overnight in Tower von Flint. I think it's been dubbed, right?
Apparently. Is this... Well, we don't know exactly where we are, actually, I guess.
No.
Let's hold on, let me... There we go.
You're going to be nice and move.
There we go. I'm gonna move it over there for you guys.
All right.
You guys had a long rest after a tiring ordeal, and I believe currently awake is both Flint and Auric. For some reason, I forgot your character's name there for a second, but
That's fine.
where Flint saw nothing at all, but Ben was clearly witnessing a strange person, a person of interest, shooting lightning bolts into the sky like a madman.
I don't know what he's on about, personally.
No, I don't know. He might be seeing things. You never know.
Yeah, he's gone mad again, honestly. He was talking about dryads before, now he's on...
And I'll pass the spotlight back over to you guys. So currently awake, we have both Auric and Flint. The rest of the group was in the process of waking up, I believe.
Yes, I mean, they're definitely
already awake
with the lightning bolts.
Yeah, the group is clearly hearing these booms, but you presume they're just a thunderstorm happening outside or something of the kind.
Well, no, we could hear. I think it was Auric shouting at Flynn.
Oh, that too, yeah. Over the every now and again, it's loud, like thunder crack nearby. It's like use the thunderclaps as like those makeshift bleeps for like Auric swearing at Flint.
Yeah.
Flynn, what the?
Where's my jukebox? I haven't used this in a very long time. I have thunder somewhere. Where's it? Thunder crash. There we go.
Yeah, exactly. Flynn!
Oh, no, I appreciate you coming up here, Auric. You know, that's kind of you. Yes.
Look over there.
Are you physically grabbing him by the head? Otherwise, he won't see what's going on.
Sure. Yes. I'll just push his head, like finger on the chin. Just push his head to the side.
Oh.
Is it contested? Are you fighting back? He's touching you.
No, I suppose it'll just be surprised so I won't have time to react to it.
Yeah, you get to do another perception check with advantage. DC is 6.
I really want to fail.
Double ones, come on. Just gets like pocket sand in his eyes all of a sudden.
The best bit is I was going to do plus something. It's not, it's -1. I think I'm doing it right. Oh no.
Oh, thank God.
I see it.
You see it. Quite a spectacle, actually.
Is he actually there? Am I going crazy?
Of course he's there. He's firing lightning bolts into the sky.
Oh, thank God. I mean, that's awful, but we should wake the others.
If they're not awake already.
I'll just go over to the latch and guys.
It'll be open.
I know, guys.
Hmm? Fuck off.
Fuck you. Crazy lightning man, not Flint. The other one outside on the hills.
Hey, what?
Precisely why you can fuck off.
Huh?
Oh yeah,
Crazy lightning
PTSD
man
for
on the
Jacob,
hills.
isn't it?
Nope, I'm staying in the lightning. I'm staying in the Faraday cage.
I'm
Should be
not.
the name of this place now that I
Yes.
think about it.
That's what it is. It's the Faraday.
I'm not sure if Flint and I have gone collectively insane, but can someone please come have a look to make sure this is real?
Rayla will go to check.
Max, I'm going to
you-
use a sorcery point to gain resistance to lightning damage for an hour.
You can, yep.
Yep.
You just like to shimmer in a bluish hue.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you climb up. You can make a perception check. Like I said, DC is 6.
I'm amazed it's that high. That high.
Oh,
Oh.
I hate Grey then.
Do I see the insides of this man?
You see his inner soul. It's conflicted and tormented.
Oh, Rain has rolled the most natural 20s now.
That
No, it's
guy
more a
is
case of
kinda
you
messed up.
you climbed up and he was literally just right in front of you. So you're like, I know it's one of not the best of natural 20s, but don't know what to do. He's literally right in front of you.
Like he's in a nice open clearing with no trees. He's
Yeah, it's literally like think Lion King esque, that Pride Rock though. And he's just standing there shooting lightning bolts at this guy. You can't really miss him, to be fair.
How many spell slots? Well, you can.
He's there, Rayla. He's there, right? I'm not.
Horses.
Yeah, he looks pretty
Right,
messed
I'm
up
gonna
to me.
climb
I
up.
think we should just leave him alone. She's gonna climb back down.
Oh wait, hold on. Really? Because you got a nat 20, I'm going to give you the bonus. You hear like faint whispers coming from, I believe it's Oryx's pockets.
No, it'll be mine.
Like my pocket.
Your
So
pocket?
I know what you're going for. And it's
Yeah.
It's the
Flint's
it's my
pockets
pocket.
then. Thank you.
Okay, so Rayla will like go to start going back down again, and as she hears these whispers, she'll just like turn around and look at Flint's pockets like I was so tempted to say, what's it got in its pockets? sis?" Do I actually know what he's got in his
Pockets.
pocket?
He
You
has
do
lots
remember
of
a
stuff in
dagger.
his pockets. Yeah.
I have lots of stuff on.
I'm gonna remind Rayla every day about this goddamn dagger.
Yeah, I remember.
That's not in my pocket though. That's in my bag.
But would I know what the thing I'm hearing whispering from? Or
You can do an Arcana check.
I will
yeah,
say, last time we
sure
found something to
I
do with this,
missed
Rayla wasn't around. But
was I not around? Okay.
No.
well, no, you were there when we got these things, but not when the first one was activated. If
Well,
you
then
will.
Rayla absolutely would not know, so she'll just turn around and be like, Flint, what have you
Yes.
got in your pocket?
Is he like, why is your pocket whispering at me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Is my pocket whispering?
That's a
Do
Oh,
I-
really
no.
strange question to ask me.
Is my pocket whispering?
What's
It
this about
doesn't-
whispering pockets?
Flint's
Apparently.
pockets are
As I
whispering, and
ascend the ladder.
somehow,
You just see
without
Jaeger's
me
bald
even
head just
asking
emerge from
him,
the hatch.
he knew.
I'm going to also see if I notice this guy.
Oh, yeah, perception check. There's very clearly a man on the top of a mountain just
Yeah,
shooting
yeah, just
lightning
like-
into the sky.
I just like, nope, just go back down the ladder.
Which room is facing the lightning?
Oh, there's no windows, so it's to your east, you reckon? But yeah, there's no windows. I don't think perception really matters. The doorway is pointing the opposite way.
But
The
as you
door's
come out, we have to
west-facing.
go all the way around the building to be able to.
Yeah, it's not a big building to walk around.
Okay.
It's 20 feet by 20 feet.
Yeah, very small.
Was that it? Damn.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
It's very
I'm
tall
gonna
rather
jump
than
round.
big.
Good jump round.
As in, you can go outside.
Yeah.
You can't.
Flint has to let you out.
Yeah, you can't open the door.
This cannot be done the Sophia way.
I didn't sign up.
I will break the door down if this doesn't open.
Who had the item that like broke like force entry?
I have the door of lock picking. The door, the axe.
To be fair, I will say this is not a door you'll be able to take out in a couple Eldritch Blasts. It's got 100 hit points. So
I'd still.
I know. Eventually,
It would go. It would go.
eventually go. But please don't, because we're going to be sleeping. But anyway, I'm not there. Do you?
You do hear banging from downstairs as Flint doesn't, but everyone else hears like noises
Wait.
downstairs.
Wait. You know, I
Nah,
don't.
Flint has no idea. He's just watching the lightning,
Yeah.
just in all
And I'm wondering what. Yeah, just what's.
shades of white, blue, and yellow flashing across the sky.
Although, you don't know, can I see if I or Flint can recognize that this might be one of the individuals on the cards? Because he's firing lightning bolts and he's near a mountain.
I mean, are you pulling out the cards?
I mean, yeah, it sounds somewhat familiar to some mad guy.
The whispers get louder to you, Debbie.
As Flynn reaches into his pockets and pulls out a
The
section.
whispers coming from the card.
Yeah, you'll notice Flynn pulls out 5 cards, I think, which you've
Okay.
seen were handed to us from Madam Ava.
Yeah, I know
Ava.
which cards, but Max, are the whispers coming from the cards?
But coming from one of them, yes.
From one of them. Okay.
Um,
Last time, did that happen with the what is it?
Book of Strahd.
What we got? The Book of Strahd.
the,
yeah.
the last time the card glowed,
And this
there
time it's
was-
whispering. Okay, interesting.
so
Okay, Raylo will just be like, why is that card whispering?
then we'll put all of the other cards away apart from the broken one, which is seemingly where this noise is coming from the strongest.
Yep. You notice it's extremely faint, but the background of the card, it's like animated mist is going around in the background of the card. It's as if it's come alive.
Oh, it's a shiny.
It's not shiny, no.
No, I meant as, like the cards.
Legendary.
Yeah, they would be shiny.
Legendary.
That's what I was going for. They have an animated effect. Anyway.
Yes, basically,
Um,
yeah. It looks like a collectible version of the card.
Yes, Oh god. Oh god, it really is him, isn't it?
Hmm?
You know, Madam Eva gave us some cards, stuff to find that'll help us get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is the Tome of Strahd, which I remind you, if he finds out we've got it, apparently he'll kill us. Anyway,
Kill us for many other reasons.
yes, but
Shits and giggles is the most important one. I say from down the hatch.
mhm.
Shits and giggles.
One of last time when we found the book, the card glowed, and this card is currently whispering, and it hasn't done that before.
You're not fucking telling me that laser lad over there is one of the guards.
Yeah,
I fucking hate this place. Should we go talk to him?
Well,
Be
at
my
that moment,
guest.
you turn. You've noticed the lightning's gone quiet. The man's no longer standing on top of this rock.
Blessed silence.
Can everyone roll a d20 for me, please?
Flat?
Flat d20, yes.
Ooh.
oh no, I got the 8.
Ooh.
He got it.
Sounds like a D1, mate.
Sam's back.
So as Sam awakens from his maintenance mode, you see a
Blue screens.
strange bearded fellow with no hair on his head. It's just poking you with long fingers that have got very overgrown fingernails. He's just poking and prodding you at various different places.
Can I help you?
Oh, you talk?
Yes.
Oh,
Stop that. Please.
Warforged? What's a Warforged doing here?
Same reason as the rest of them.
Rest of them?
Calisthenics.
Where?
What?
He's looking underneath his robe to see where they are.
Oh, it's fucking Fisbin.
And who might you be?
Me? I don't know. Who are you?
I don't know. Who are you?
Hello, don't know. I am me. Who am I? Who am I? And he starts shaking you. Can everyone else do a perception check? DC 15, you guys hear this commotion. Well, so Sophia can, it's DC 5. Oh, Jacob, you hear this shit.
No, I thought I rolled well. I didn't.
My lightning detector's gone off.
Joe, your DC is like 5 because you're
Oh,
you're just like
Strahd.
watching this door.
Yeah. Is it a smell check?
You could do a smell check if you like.
God knows the guy's in a bath ever.
Yeah, let's do a smell check.
I like how it smell. I like how the
What
check
does-
smell.
What does a commotion
Well, that's
Behind-
because I added a new check on
I know.
D&D Beyond. It's awesome. It's really cool.
What does a
You
commotion
smell someone who
like?
smells of dirt,
Lightning, probably.
berries, and yeah, it smells like burning behind you.
Behind me.
Bell of
Behind
ozone.
Because Sterling is in the same room as you are, but he is like tucked away in the corner while he was charging.
Right.
But everyone,
Oh no, not everyone.
except Flint. Let's go. I was going to say except just in prep, but yeah, everyone
Yes.
except Flint. You hear this yelling of an unfamiliar voice downstairs.
I mean, I went
Oh,
down the
run
ladder, but
downstairs.
like just to
Really
avoid
small.
him. But it appears that he's already in here.
Yep.
So I'm
You're on
gonna-
the second floor, but you can hear underneath. That's probably
I'll, like,
why you can
slide
hear him
down
so
the
well.
ladder like FPS mode, like slide down the ladder instead of climb. Down with a
He
clang and a thud.
he screams at you and tries to hide under one of the beds.
There's the floor, there's the roof, there's the bed floor, or the first floor where the bed's on, and there's the ground floor. So I imagine he's on the ground floor.
He's hiding underneath
table.
a chair,
That's
a
it.
table. Yeah.
Right. Friend of yours, Sterling?
He was a friend of yours. What? What?
We
What?
need to debug
And
you,
I-
freaking.
I will. Figuring out that he's not a friend of theirs and he's just in here poking me, I will get my shield out very quickly.
I mean, just to be clear, Sterling, if this guy wanted to hurt you, you would be dead. So would I. So would all of us. He's spent like the last 5 minutes or so casting lightning bolt at the fucking sky. Trust me, I know.
Didn't
I know
hear
that spell
anything.
intimately.
I didn't hear anything.
That doesn't surprise me.
I'm not alone.
I've got to pull out like some rations, like some jerky rations, just throw it on the floor near where the guy is.
You see a matron grab it and just drag it underneath the table and just hear like, and just literally just throws out the container just out onto the middle of the floor in a clang.
Alright, in hindsight, that cost me a ration, and I don't have many of those.
You see this mage hand is going towards you, aiming towards your pouches and your bags.
I throw like another ration, just like, oh, fuck it, I don't have many of these.
You hear more feral devouring of rations.
You gotta come out and talk to us? Or are you gonna hide underneath that chair all day?
But floor is comfy.
Alright, sit on the fucking floor then, are you? Gonna come out or hide underneath the chair?
Should I come out?
Yeah.
Okay. He'll come out.
Okay. What's your story, strange one?
Max, it sounds like Stinker, by the way.
A little bit, I know. Don't worry, I thought it was like Stinker, but yeah, it's how let's go with it. Go with it. It's just a happy coincidence. Genuinely, it is.
Happy little accident.
Yeah.
What's your story then, strange one? I've got to sit on the
Ah.
floor as well, but like on the other side of the room.
I am a great and powerful magic man. Who are you?
Lily? Yegov. Great, powerful smack you,
As
man.
soon as he say really, he points to a wall and he will cast Cone Occult.
I didn't say really. I said I believe you.
Let's have a
It's cast.
look.
I
Cone
did
of
not
Gold.
call him into question. Seen him cast lightning bolt the freaking sky for like 5 minutes straight.
Your wall takes 43 points of damage. Nathan.
What does it have?
The
Please.
entire one wall is just ice. It's like a scene from Frozen.
You like
Yeah,
fish,
really.
magic man?
Oh god.
Like what?
Fish,
Fish. What's fish?
animal, water, lives in.
Yes.
Want to go fishing?
No. Yes. Maybe. Who are you? Who am I? Where is this? Why is it so cold in here?
Uh-huh. You want to go fishing?
Yes.
Let's go fishing.
Okay.
Flint us up.
Oh.
I'm gonna use Misty Step and start flying up through the ladder and leave through the top entry.
Okay.
You just the guy's still up at top. You just see a misty form, just come back to the
Did I
shape of
do the
a
same?
brown robed man. That's bald with a very unkept beard and mustache.
Well, I'm not gonna hink. I've been asked to let people out. Gonna ignore that entirely for a moment and go and open the door for people.
Just go downstairs like, yep, nothing here for me.
Yep. I mean,
Nope.
Yes. There's some weird gaseous form and a weird. I'm gonna go
It's Barovia, fuck it.
to the room and I can deal with that later.
Hello,
Oh.
you fishing? He's like
Yes.
looking at Auric and Rayla on the top floor.
I'm going to shout at them, yes, you are.
No.
Hello,
Yeah.
fishing. Who am
Hello.
I?
Who are you?
I don't know. Who are you?
Were you the one on the rocks over there a minute ago?
I can't remember.
Can I
Was I?
do I make a check or anything to see if he looks like the one that was?
Debbie with a nat 20 knows this is the same person.
Oh yeah, that's definitely him.
Flint. Wait, where did Flint go?
Then climb down the ladder.
Excuse me, you. Flint,
Yes.
how the fuck did this guy get in here?
I don't know, but my wall's covered in ice.
Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
Can
Yeah, that was him.
I've opened the door.
Yeah, I'm going out.
How
Can I
many?
take this guy with me?
Are we going fishing?
Yes, we're going fishing.
Okay, let's go fishing.
We could do with the food and it'll keep this guy entertained, I guess. Provided it doesn't nuke the fucking lake.
Duke the lake?
No.
You just see his hands start to cackle.
Oh, I would have valued the shit out of
Maybe.
it. Feel no even Lord is my shepherd.
Maybe crow shooting will be better for him.
Hmm.
Or maybe vampire shooting.
Vampire?
I mean, he's supposed to.
Wait. You are allies of him, aren't you?
No, I want to kill him.
You
wanna
want to
kill
kill
him?
me?
No,
I-
Strahd.
I don't know. My head, it hurts. Hello, who are you?
Did you hit your head, while you were casting all those lightning bolts? Maybe fired one at your head accidentally.
It's also easy. Where am I?
Barovia.
How long have I been here?
Too long.
Gosh.
Hey. Old guy, what's your name?
Yeah, go on, over this.
Not
I
you.
don't know.
You don't know your
Feats
name.
and traits. Remember that wizard we heard about that got brain skull fucked by a certain guy
Was
we don't
the-
like?
The Mad Mage of Mount Baratok, or something like that.
Yeah.
Mage, yes! He starts shooting,
Bit
casting
rude
lightning
to
bolts into
call
the sky.
mad in front of his
I-
face.
Can we leave the tower now, please?
Coming.
By the way, everyone's ears are now ringing. Just to be clear.
Oh, I've got resistance to lightning. Means my ears are
Yeah,
fine.
well, that's not thunder.
That is the same thing. What are you talking about?
Rayla's just gonna look around all the like magical people in our party and just be like, can't one of you like cure him or something?
I could
Like
take
fix
a
his
look in his head.
mind?
I could take a look in his head, but typically hurts me quite a bit. I do that.
He starts polishing his head. Yes, head! Shiny!
Have we left the
I
tower at this
wouldn't
point?
want you to like hurt
They're still on the
yourself,
top
but
floor.
I don't see how this guy's supposed to help us.
A lot of lightning. A lot of lightning.
I can do fire as well. You just see him shoot a
Huh.
firebolt in the distance, and you see a small part of the forest in the distance. It starts to smoke. Like, pow, pow, pow. It's like finger
Fucking
gunning
toddler.
into the forest.
All right.
David told
Are
a
we just gonna
firm-
let him destroy the forest?
No,
here?
we should leave. All right, you name man. Let's go.
Okay,
Well,
where are we going?
I mean,
Fishing.
maybe you should poke about
Fishing.
in his head. Maybe
Cure disease, dispel
There's
magic, something like that. I don't know.
something useful in there.
Please get out,
But
tower,
it's not
before he
able to
turns
come
it all
out
to
of his
ice.
mouth because he's a freaking moron.
Ice? I can do ice.
Oh, play.
I'm making my way down, Flynn. I don't know what you're yelling at.
I've got like a fishing rod over my shoulder and I'm walking towards the lake.
Everyone else doesn't yag off and on.
Or like before we leave, I'll whisper to Rayla. Okay, I'll try and take a look. I'm happy about this though.
Oh, we're not
Okay.
getting information out from
Ye-
him any other way.
I hope his intelligence is above 3.
It certainly
It's
is.
debatable at this point, isn't it? Like, to be fair.
All right, let me roll a
Really
d20. How much damage am I going to take from this? This man's fucking mental.
The 1d20.
19. Nice. All right, cool.
That's all right. So if you're casting
Not yet.
detect
When
thoughts?
we're away from the tower, I will.
The moment
Okay,
everyone has exited
so
the tower, I will come.
he'll crawl down with his raggedy robe and like very frayed curled toe shoes and
Thank
follow you
for
guys out.
visiting.
But as you detect thoughts, you've never had this sensation happen before. His mind is completely blank.
Is this thing working?
Just hang on.
Flint, does your tower take away magic?
No. And if Auric has done this when people have everyone's out of the tower would be collapsed. But no, it doesn't. It clearly doesn't. He turned one of the walls to ice.
But he seems quite powerful. I'm just gonna point my hand in like a direction away from everyone and send an Eldritch Blast. See if it works.
It does go off.
Oh, yep. Okay, one line. Lovely.
If I look at the card now, like if I'm closer to him, is the whispers louder? Or...
You don't hear anything from the card. You can just see the mist flowing.
Oh.
But Rayla does hear it get louder.
I can only Rayla hear the whispering then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I-
that's okay.
I am gonna attempt to
Okay.
try and probe deeper using detect thoughts, so he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what I expect from this because there's nothing. What am I getting into? But
Let me have a look. See, I need to read up on something real quick.
anyway, there's the thing. He needs to make a wisdom save, and then if I probe deeper, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning, if any, its emotional state, and something that looms large in its
Yep.
mind, such as something it worries, blah 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 blah.
With this condition, I am immune to that effect.
Okay.
Take that information as you will.
Right. Move curse from him.
And this is not even plot armor, by the way.
How they plan for this?
Well, you could try to remove the curse from him. If there is
Yeah.
one. You tried
Should I try-
detecting. I'd say detect magic, but a man probably lights up like a Saint's Day tree.
I
It's up
think
to you
for
guys.
this,
I could cast Identify on him. 'Cause
yeah.
that tells me what effects he's under, if they are magical.
Worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah, if he lets me, that is.
Oh, Robot Man gonna show me magic.
Yes.
Sure.
Well, the problem you have with Identify, right, is hold on, let me have a look. I think Identify only works on magic items or magic imbued objects.
I think that it does specifically say something about
It only affects items.
You choose an object. You choose one object. Blah blah blah. If
Depends
you
how he views him, because
the last line is if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Oh, yes, I do see that last line. You learn that he's under a spell. A 8th level abjuration spell.
Is he under feeble mind?
He's under mind blank.
Oh shit.
Dispel magic?
You'd need to roll high.
Fuck. Hang on, Sterling comes in 2 modes. It's all critical though.
I do have Dispel magic, so I will try.
Wait, before Sterling, are you planning on trying to dispel this?
Yes.
Okay. Good luck. Bardic inspiration.
How about good old inspiration? Anyone got any of that to spare?
We'll see how this goes.
Am I
To
allowed
you
to-
can add a
am I allowed to-
D8.
Can I guidance myself as well?
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
can.
Yep.
Hang on, let me see if I've got anything.
20
No.
what that D8 you gave me, Ben?
Yep.
Is it what kind of check is it, or is it just a D20 plus all of those things? So,
If you
where
did
you read the
dispel
spell.
magic, dispel magic would actually tell you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's DC, and then with each level, let me have a look.
Yeah,
Choose
I
one
think with
creature,
each level-
object, or non-magical effect, or magical effect within the range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
So DC's
DC's
18.
18.
That's not low.
Wait, 8. Wait,
DC 18. 1/8. It's 8th level spell.
Okay.
No
Well,
pressure.
If it makes you feel better, I've already used the 9th level spell as well.
Yeah, wish. Oof.
What
No,
did it?
This character has already used the 9th level spell.
Was it the Kona Cold? Did he upcast?
Nope.
Well, he got into the tower somehow.
Spell casting ability, not my. That's not my spell attack bonus. That's just the ability score. So that's
Yeah.
yeah. So that's +4.
Plus guidance, plus D8.
Yeah.
I
Ready?
don't
Is
even
there
think
anything
about-
else anyone can give him?
Kicking it.
That's a
Oh,
Sam,
nat 20.
I told you he comes in 2 modes.
Holy
Critical.
shit.
Sam has rolled, just to be clear, he has rolled a 1 and a 20.
Damn.
Is that the most Sam thing in the
Holy
universe?
shit. That's clutch. Holy shit. Okay.
That is clutch. Damn.
As you put your hand on his chest, you just see this like gentle light come from your hand/gauntlet, and you just see the haze in his eyes just like fade, and his irises return to like a deep hazel color. As you see him blinking and slowly adjusting to where he is or what's going on.
Are we
He-
going fishing with any guys or what?
He takes a step back and he holds his head in his hands, as if suffering from a severe migraine.
What have you done to him?
Where am I?
Barovia, we've been over this.
Barovia?
He's.
How long has he been?
So what is your
Who
name?
are you? Are you working with Strahd?
No, we
Point
just.
No,
me
we're
out
here
of
to
it.
kill him. We've been over this as well. We want to kill him.
Allow me. We just cured you of the very powerful magic spell that was binding you to your madness. What is?
Oh, I
what
thought
is
he
your
was
name?
just a nut.
He was.
No,
He's not
it's
anymore.
coming back to me.
Oh,
I remember
did
this
you?
spell backfiring. Oh, it must have been how many years
Oh.
ago now?
Wait, what? Did I miss a step here?
Oh my word! Look how filthy I am. Just,
Why
one
don't
moment,
you-
please. I don't want to look so uncouth in.
We were just going to go
Company?
fishing. If you want to go bathe in the lake,
No. I am a man of great talents. You do not. I don't need to bathe
we've seen
in a
you
lake
cast
like a
lightning
peasant.
bolt with a frickin' sky for 5 minutes.
Yes, it's one of my many talents. He'll clap his hands
you
and
not do
he'll
that,
immediately his robes will change to like a very ornate, like lavish robe of blue, golds, and blacks. And you see his beard and mustache go get like trimmed in an instant, and he looks very refined, as if like a nobleman.
Can I not counterspell that?
I mean, you can try.
Nah. You didn't give me the opportunity, Max. That's why.
Yeah.
That would be wholly worth it, though, wouldn't it?
So he's wearing like a bluish tunic with white and gold trim. With a white tunic underneath, he's got a long black cape. He's looking very dapper.
That's great, but you've eaten 2 days worth of my rations. Can I go fishing now?
Oh, no wonder I'm so bloated. Of course, you may go. Just need to
You want to
gather
come
my.
with?
I feel
Good way to-
awfully full.
Yeah, but it's a good way we can talk. We can catch up, figure out what's going on while fishing. We need the rations, to be honest.
We
We're
also
gonna go
have
kill.
information on the events that
Yeah.
have been happening around the land. We can fill you in on.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill some hags as well. You want to join us for that?
Am I going crazy here?
Yes,
Like,
you have been for some time.
but we're,
It started
we're
with the
all
pie.
just talking about fishing and stuff. Who on earth is this man?
I don't
Who
know, but
are
I'm not
you?
gonna question him. He
She'll
just
say towards the crazy dude
Point.
who's
Seeing
not
as
so
we
crazy.
freed you from this spell thingy, we do have a favor to ask you in as favor. We have a hag problem.
Can we walk and talk?
That's a good idea.
Cheers,
Also,
guys.
I asked him who he is.
The ball to fairy.
Did you answer that?
Yeah, why don't we start with introductions while we're walking, guys?
Of course, of
Walking
course.
towards the lake.
I am one of the eight. Have you not heard of us before? Circle
Nah,
of
I
eight,
don't
to
really
be
like
precise.
magic.
I feel like
Mind you, you do not seem like your everyday Barovians. Where are you folks from?
I'm from the Belmont stronghold, other side of Barovian's misty thing.
Ah, the Sword Coast. The attire makes perfect sense now, though you seem scarred.
Yeah, I got blasted in the chest by a lightning bolt in earlier days. That wasn't fun. And then they tore my heart out. Also not fun. Then I got resurrected by a beholder the size of, well, the plains, I guess. That also wasn't fun. Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you, Barovia isn't much fun.
That I agree. I've been trapped here for many years now. Yet I don't know how long I've been here since the spell took hold. But as I was saying, I'm one of the Circle of Eight. I am Morden Kanan. A pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's ours. So, how did you come to be in Barovia, Mr. Mordenkainen? Sir,
Well, you
Mordenkainen,
see,
Lord?
I'm a traveller, very much like yourselves. I stumbled upon this plane and I've been stuck here ever
you
since.
came here voluntarily?
I wouldn't say voluntary. I was under the guidance of some Vestani travellers I met along on my travels. They advised me to visit this plane, see what I could do. And, I've been here ever since.
Oh, so. Well, we didn't get to come here voluntarily either. We were travelling along the road. We had another one among our number, but he copped it. I think he deserved it though. Yeah, and then we kind of got sucked in. Did you get sucked in by some mist? We got sucked in by some mist.
I do
Was it-
remember Mist. This is very hazy. As my memory's
Yeah.
coming back to me still, but yes, I do
that a
remember
pun?
very thick. Did it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
You have your wits about you, Mr. I haven't caught. Was it Mr. Belmont? Was it from Belmont
Yes.
Stronghold?
Yes. Yeah, it's not a family name, Belmont.
Ah,
We're
one of the initiates. I see.
one of, yeah.
Yes, very astute of you, Yegov.
Yeah. So I don't believe the others have introduced themselves yet.
Warwick. Hello.
Hello, Ulrich.
Who's the only one here with common sense?
Well,
Out of everyone.
um,
Sterling, pleasure to meet you.
How
Pick my
peculiar.
hand up.
You appear to be of that of a warforged, however, you feel different. You're not like the ones I've seen in Eberron.
Where?
Just going
Sorry.
to take.
I keep forget. I always forget. Not everyone has access to the places I've travelled to.
I'm
Well,
just surprised you recognized me as a warforged. Not many people around here do.
That's the thing. Warforged. Are you also from the Sword Coast, like your compatriots here?
Yes, as far as I know. As far
Very
as I can
perplexing.
remember.
Very perplexing indeed. You see, there are no Warforged on the Sword Coast, or the realm that it exists on. You are quite the anomaly. What was the name again, sir?
Sterling.
Sterling. Quite a curious one you are, Sterling.
Thank you.
And yourself? You'll step before Sophia.
Sophia Dragove. I think.
Think.
God knows what happens these days.
Indeed. These lands are not straightforward, to say the least, as I've fortunately found out, and God knows what I've been up to for the past year, but nevertheless, a pleasure to meet you, Sophia. I believe you, sir, with the eye patch. Who might you be?
So during this, film was originally sort of in a mood of like sulking, as it were, that his brand new tower's been damaged a lot. But since the Mr. Magic Man has fixed himself, as I said, he looks very perplexed, and he's just like staring at this guy completely, focusing on him entirely, and sort of being caught off guard. Flint Faraday.
Flint Faraday.
You said you're Morden
Morden Kanan.
Kanan?
Archmage
Okay.
Supreme of Earth.
I think.
Okay.
Are you an author, sir?
Who, sorry?
You yourself. Are you an author? Your name rings a bell.
Supreme.
I am part of Earth. Like, from the... Are you familiar with the country?
I have no idea. I've never heard of it.
You mean author as in like a writer of books, or?
I
Yeah.
have dabbled in the arcane, you might say. I have written some books every now and again.
Most certain I've seen. Well,
Do you
it's a
know?
pleasure to meet you.
Do you know anything about him, Oric?
Do I? Would Auric know anything about this man?
Which major fire?
You could do a history check.
Sure. I don't think
Right.
so.
Yakov has read some books, but I don't know if he.
Oh
would know sort of
wow!
thing.
That was a happy little coincidence right there, Max.
Huh?
The auth.
Yeah.
That I had no idea, genuinely. Maybe.
You vaguely remember there's like you swear you've read a book with a familiar name, but you can't put your finger on it. It's a tome or something like that. It's at the tip of the tongue, but it's just quite
Is that
not
one
there.
of the few books that Yegov would actually have any familiarity with?
You could do a history check.
May I
Most-
do one as well, or because I've
Yep.
read books history?
Hey,
13.
how you doing, Yakov? Let's go.
Take that fall. So I rolled too high.
Flint has actually he hasn't actually read it, but he's seen it in the library somewhere. Where he's
Probably
seen
one
Mordekainen's Tome of Foes.
Yeah,
Yegov
it-
most
has
likely
this book been-
remembers the contents of the book, but not the guy who wrote the damn thing.
Has this book been written at this time?
Yes.
The Tome of Foes. There.
That's a good book, that.
Fun, I see. Have you read my writings?
The name just rings a bell. In my house, we had a small library, and it was in there, but it wasn't as much to my taste. But, that's not why I. You seem. Is that why I know you?
The lake, right? Don't mind me, guys.
Oh, yes.
You reach the edge of the lake. You just see one boat just streamlining from one coast to the other, from east to west.
Fuck's sake, can you wish to Daphne? I forgot to do something. Is that my one? I think that might be my one. Oh no, a clip, isn't it, that thing?
I don't know how it's going so fast.
No, neither do I. It's quite impressive, though, isn't it?
It is. I'm still like stuff that stays a couple.
Yeah. Do you reckon it scared the shit out of the fish? Do you reckon there's even any fish worth fishing in here?
No,
We're gonna
probably
pull up
not.
some sort of demon.
Probably. That would make for a good meal.
Worth a shot?
Yeah, you can do a fishing check. It'll be a survival check for me.
Oh.
There's
You
no
can't.
fish.
You cast the bobble and the line, and you just hear you go the whooshing noise as the whooshing keeps going and going and going. You just hear a dink as the line snaps to the distance.
Oh no.
Fucking serious.
I was hearing that. I didn't see the roll, but I was hearing that. This sounds more and more like a natural one.
You know, I haven't used this goddamn rod yet. Do you reckon that's why it snapped? I haven't used it.
I meant to keep good care of your rod.
Oh, we've had such time for that.
Well,
Are you feeling peckish by any chance, Mr. Belmont?
It's not peckish as much as we don't have many rations for the day's travel ahead.
You should
Oh,
have
you
said
see-
something, and Sophia
Sure.
pulls out some bread and throws it over to Yegov.
I was going to say, I also have provisions. Let's see here. I swear I have a spell for this somewhere. If only I had my blasted spell book and... right, how did it go? He'll,
I have.
he'll snap his fingers, and he'll cast a 7th level spell. He'll conjure Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Flint's just like, oh.
Doesn't quite right, but it'll make do. Please come in. There's provisions, lodgings, clean clothes. You'll be away from prying eyes. If you
Can
catch
we
my
actually
drift.
go in there, Mac?
Yes, you can.
We can.
Yep.
It's a great spell.
It's a
Let's do it
pocket
in
dimension.
Is this the same thing Caleb uses in Critical Role, or is that something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
thought so. Okay.
So you've lost your spell book.
Indeed,
Is it done?
I tried to confront the being you know as Strahd von Zarevich, and
Oh, the art.
he caught me by the unawares. Yeah, fortunately, spell backfired, and here I am without my both my staff and my book.
Oh. I'm guessing these things are fairly important.
Indeed, I
It's not
somewhat
much.
need them to do. I'm not much of a wizard without my spell book, I'm afraid.
It's not much, and I don't know how this works. I actually it shouldn't create an interdimensional hole, but if I open the portable hole inside the mansion,
It works.
it works. And
Yeah.
if I use Mage Hand to pull out the wizard book or spell book I have,
How come you don't need a spell book, Flynn?
well,
How do you stumble upon this? It's not my book, however, but it's definitely
no.
that of another wizard.
Well, I don't need one because I can just do them. You know, I just can do the magic.
Ah,
Flynn almost seems somewhat nervous in talking to both Yegov and this Mordekainen.
I know very little about magic. If you...
So do I.
Magic knows me inside and out, as you quite know, but
Which-
I don't know.
I had another book like this before, and I couldn't understand it at all.
Was that the one you gave to the kid?
Yes, but this one seems to have more in it, and I can't really understand it. But if I give you this, would you be willing to answer some questions?
Of course. Any means to, though, I will try to assist any of those that manage to cure me of my ailment.
I hand him a book. It was a book, and I'll do it on roll 20. The spells that it has inside are those ones.
Yes, this is quite the repertoire of spells you have over here.
Well, I can't. Some of them I can recognize, and I'll point to like Firebolt, because
Yes.
I can do that one, but I can't. The last one I had, I can understand what I didn't.
Yes, it's
what I
quite
didn't
a complex algorithm, that one. It takes many years for many astute wizards to learn the ways of conjuring the cone of code. Are you interested in the way of the Arcana, boy?
Yes. In the sense that, you know, I didn't study for years to do magic.
Are you able to use magic without studying? Are you perhaps a sorcerer then, boy? Does it come naturally? You just imagine it in your mind and it just evokes. Is that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I've met many of your kind before.
Yeah.
Varies from person to person. It could be, the source could be various different things I've seen. Some being bestowed by greater divine beings, those with psionic powers, even those bestowed by the power of dragons.
That obviously takes a very deep, sharp breath at that note. Yeah, I've heard similar things to that.
Quite the curious folk, sorcerers. Even seen some blow themselves up. Quite strange how mana is just so attracted to these individuals. Makes us lowly wizards feel jealous with how much work we have to put in compared to those of sorcerers, as it comes so natural.
Well, I can't do anything like this, as he gestures to the mansion.
I mean, is that a yet, or you just can't?
I don't know.
That's the thing, sorceress potential is unlimited as long as you channel what drives you, what that emotion, that feeling. I'm sure you could attain it one day. It might take a day, might take a couple of years. But sorcerers never cease to astound me with what they're capable of.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. Do you think I could learn?
Is it on your potential spell list if you level up?
This one, I don't think the mansion is, but I'm also referring
Oh, is
to...
it the mansion he's after, not the
No, 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 no,
code?
no, it's not the mansion I'm asking, but some of the spells on there... Oh, I can't actually... Auric will be able to learn Magnificent Mansion, I can't. But, I'm just... Well, this... I can't even imagine something like this, really. But maybe stuff that's in here... if you would be okay.
Unfortunately, the spells in here would take far too long to teach, I'm afraid. It's just the way my magic works in yourselves is far too different, I'm afraid.
I think we lost Debbie.
It's just been BRB for all. But if that's a shame, I want this to be my own. But
I mean, if you were to study diligently and follow the ways of the wizard, you never know. You may unravel those calculations and one day be able to be a great wizard.
can I ask you another question?
Of course.
Why can
Sitting
I
there chewing on this bread, listening to this
Uh,
conversation,
yeah.
by the way.
why can I remember you?
Remember me?
You
Are you saying
know
our
him?
paths have crossed in the past?
Your face that I couldn't tell before, but I can't. It's there, but not there. I don't. But I know. I know you, not just from the book, but there's something else.
Faint sense of magic upon you. Would you mind if I were to investigate a bit further? Is it okay if I were to approach?
If he does he take a step forward?
Yeah.
Or I just like start to take a step back? Or sort of like
No, nothing to be afraid, boy.
hold himself.
I'm here to help. Your mind's twisted, similar to my own. Are your memories hazy by any chance? Difficult to remember?
It's like another bite of bread. I'm like, should I be
uh,
listening to this conversation, guys?
You feel like intruding on a very private conversation.
Oh, yeah, everyone else is there.
Staring at you.
It's like sitting and chewing on a bread that's probably
looking-
stale by now.
Looking around. There's some things I'm missing, but I'm not sure.
Let me see what I can do.
Uh,
He'll put his hand outstretched towards your side of your face, like.
Once again, like taking a half step back, but trying to remain calm.
He'll snap his finger right next to your ear, and the haziness is gone. All the memories start flooding back.
Now I'm not going to make a noise, but as of this moment, who knows how many memories? Then effectively just start screaming incoherently.
What did you do to him?
I merely cast a spell known as Dispel Magic. Are you all familiar with it?
Yeah, that's how Sterling.
He's screaming quite loud. Does anyone understand? I'm just going to enter my mansion. Once he's more civil, feel free to enter. My servants will be glad to cater to yourselves. But I do not like loud noises. I will meet you inside.
Just screaming things like, oh God, oh no, I'm sorry, that sort of thing. A lot.
Flint,
Do we know how to deal with this? This is new to me.
Rolling
Just,
out on the floor in the muds.
Did Rayla hear him say, "I'm sorry"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
sorry.
he didn't
Oh God.
say really any of it.
At
It's
that
quite.
moment, when he's like screaming and stuff,
Rolling up the
Rayla
floor.
wants to sneak up behind him and put her dagger to his throat.
All right, I'm gonna cast hold person.
I'm rolling about on the floor. Yeah, crying.
Wait,
I
did
didn't mean to.
Did you hold
wasn't
me?
Do I even?
I don't-
That's it's not much of a saving throw because I'm not much of a spellcaster. Hey,
What
give
do
me
I
a
have to
wisdom
roll?
saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
It's only a 12, like you should be fine, but
I don't know.
it's only 12. You could beat that by accident.
Or not.
Well.
You managed to hold me. I don't know. When did you cast it? When I like got
When you
near
put the
him?
knife to him. When you put the knife to him.
He's just ready at any moment. He's just a man on the edge.
You put a knife to his throat. I'm not like, no, wait, hang on.
Yeah, but I would kind of be like round the back doing that. So
I mean-
I've
does
been
he like
looking at him
roll
the whole
away,
time.
or what does Flint do?
Well, Flint doesn't notice any of this and is rolling about on the floor. And is stuff along the signs of "I'm sorry, it wasn't me. I remember."
What did you do, Flint?
I don't hear you ask. I'm still screaming on the floor, crying.
It's ugly crying as well.
It really is.
I'm like,
Horrible.
what the fuck are you?
Was it you? Did you kill her?
You kill who?
Rayla.
You're still
Rayla?
here, you. What?
You're Rayla.
Not
No,
me.
you're not Rayla.
Fucking hell.
I know you
Were
too.
you there that night?
No, I.
Ulrich, what the fuck is going on here?
I saw your dagger. I know what you are.
What am I?
You're one of those fucking cultists.
Oh, shit's sake, a cultist. Which cult? What the fuck's
No,
going
Which
No,
one this time?
I was born in. No, I'm not part of a cult. Flint's gonna throw up.
Oh, Ulrich,
A
I need a
lot.
con save.
Oh, fuck's sake. God damn it. How does it always come back to me? Alright. Oh, that's with a +1.
Oh, you're good. You've seen him be this far before. You're used to it.
Well, not this one. This is. Flint's broken down a bit before, but this is off the road. I didn't do it. It wasn't.
You've seen worse.
Yeah, it wasn't me. I Rayla, you're Rayla, but you're not Rayla.
What the fuck are you two on about? Right, let's start speaking sense to me. Why are you trying to
I
kill Flint?
thought that
I
was
get
quite
it.
clear. Got a cultist traveling with us. Do you know how many people they've killed?
Which cult? Do you know how many cults there are? You asked the
There are
right
lots of
person. I'm
cults.
part of a cult.
Yeah, so I've dealt with lots of those people.
You're
They're
part of a cult. You're
fucking
an assassin.
dragon worshippers.
Which dragon?
Dragon, no. Dragon's a.
Which dragon? Do you know how many fucking dragons there?
Well, I
Narrow
will
it
say
down.
the stuff you've seen on Flint is like a deep sapphire blue. His eye is a dark blue.
It just kind of
Just
clicks.
kiss.
So, blue dragon.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. I don't.
Mm.
I don't.
Okay, enough of this. I'm gonna throw my hand out and cast Hypnotic Pattern on both of them. I need wisdom saves from both of you.
Wisdom
that?
save.
Yeah.
Wisdom's.
From
Oh,
Flynn
I'm
and
great
Rayla.
at those. That makes it right.
Right, fail. Fail. You're both charmed. You can't do shit. Yeah, go
But-
fucking pick them up.
So,
I'm gonna
yes,
get.
It would be screaming, rolling
No,
about.
everything.
Well, no. I'm
every-
saying, yeah, he would be doing that, and then the lights would come on, and it's sort of the tears are still going down his face, but he stopped.
What am I doing with what? What am I doing with
Grab
him?
Rayla. I'm grabbing Flynn.
I've got Rayla in the hole. Oh, you mean pick up?
Yes, separate these two.
I mean, he's rolled off over there. I've got.
Shit, fuck, Flynn, come back.
Yeah, I was in the process of rolling when you did it. I just didn't stop.
Do we really have time for a domestic
I'll help
conversation right now?
I'll help with whatever's needed, kind of thing.
Okay.
Right,
Hey,
we can
Max.
speak about this.
Yep.
While they're doing this, I'd like to pull a card, please.
Which
Hard to
deck?
forget
mean-
everything. Oh, problem solved, guys, with things.
Which deck are we talking about, Joel?
Good deck.
Oh, the deck of Loki.
Yeah.
Loki.
Loki.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Oh,
deck of Loki.
Right, yeah.
Totally not where I got the inspiration from. Right.
I know I'm important in this mobile. I'll be right back.
Yeah, it's the
Okay.
deck. Time to shuffle.
You have to shuffle,
I'm
right?
picking up Rayla. I'm like, what happens when he pulls out this deck? Is there like
She.
It's like the sounds of the forest just goes all quiet. It's very ominous and like it's like a swirl of
silence
air,
is
a
deafening
power
kind of
around it.
thing.
Yeah. It's like very like, do you know, like hyper focused Dragon Ball Z moment where it's just like a spiral of dust is circling Sophia.
When shuffled.
Give me a second because I did not have the my thing ready.
That's
Trying
why I
to
said
find
it
my
to you
notes.
rather than say I pull a
Yeah.
card.
Let's have a look. I have so much notes from different campaigns. It's absolutely insane.
Right, I'm back.
There we go.
What's
Nathan, were you not here? Oh,
No,
actually,
sorry, I just went to what's happening.
he
You
hasn't
pulled,
drawn?
you pulled a card.
I haven't pulled a card yet.
Oh, well, you've
Oh
pulled.
no!
Hey,
that
we
you
were just
pulling
in
that,
one of
Max?
those.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look,
cool.
that's what happened
Oh,
last.
hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I can put it back in. Hold on.
No, it's fine. I was like, yeah, you know, that thing that I get to do. It's fun.
Yeah, I'll put it back in. Hold on.
The tears are
I
still
was.
going down Flynn's face.
I'm-
It's
I
time.
mean,
actually
that is a very
trying to-
appropriate
Hold on.
card. That one.
There we go. I was literally trying to shuffle it and I clicked the wrong thing.
No worries.
Shuffle. How do I give this to you now?
You just need to right
Ideally,
click.
yeah. Is it just the one card you want?
Yeah, just the one card, please.
There we go. It's been so long since I've used this. I'm like, oh my god, Stelios is still coming up.
Yeah, he's back.
Where are you? Wait, is Sophia not even? Oh my god, I have to. There's so many players. It won't even scroll me down.
Also, Adam, when you mentioned the member of the party that copped it, you found
Cute.
Stelios or Yachtman?
Right. So then I get to do this.
The other one didn't die.
Well, yeah.
Oh, it's
I suppose
inverted
it
as well.
I suppose it wouldn't
Yeah.
be a good idea to
Hence
mention.
the reason why I'm
Um,
in there.
It's a
that one of us.
five of
So it's five of
five
swords.
of swords inverted.
Sorry, I didn't mean to grab that.
It's my card now. Sorry, he's taken. He's turned on us.
Oh.
Again, we're all turning on each other. So I'm charmed, yeah, so I'm just staring at the
Both
lights.
of you are
Pretty lights.
incapacitated. if I
Okay.
remember.
Fine. Very well, very well.
Ooh,
Pretty lights, shiny.
who
This is
am
more
I
like
gonna
vines and like
think?
Oh,
Who's gonna
uh,
come
sprout
up?
Flowers.
Yeah.
So
How is
The-
Mordenkainen not aware of this
The-
deck existing?
it doesn't know it's he's just literally gone into his mansion. Like he's not here for it.
Wait.
So the Five of Swords is often referred to as the rogue card.
Okay.
Oh, we've got one of those.
And the words of Loken echo in your mind. They will say, there is a rogue out to aid you. So I need to come up out of session with what this card does.
Okay.
Because I need to figure out who the rogue is.
Okay.
It's me. I'm multiclassing into.
Man, I hope it's that girl that we like that was half dead, and I tried to heal her and had more
Oh,
HP than I knew what to do with.
I know exactly how to do it. Oh my word!
You're welcome.
that's-
You're welcome.
That means you feel you have an ally somewhere in the lands of Barovia.
Excellent.
Someone who doesn't want to kill us. We've
and
done it,
I
guys.
swear there was someone that I
What?
was. This was
And
this was similar
because-
to one I had done earlier. Yeah.
And because that person is also one of the level up milestones in the campaign. It's not just one level up you guys are going to get.
What?
There might be 2 today.
What?
It's like waiting for a bus.
To be fair, though, I feel like we might be down 2 party members by the time the
Ye-
session's over, so we'll see.
I mean, I don't know how far we're gonna get because these two are trying to kill each other.
Well,
I'm
this-
not. I'm crying. I'm gonna be
This works
dehydrated.
perfectly for me because you guys actually did miss a level life milestone a couple of sessions ago, like a fair few sessions
Oh.
ago. So this works.
Well, that's exciting. Cool. You're welcome, everyone.
Thanks,
Oh,
Joe.
Joe.
yeah, that's amazing.
Sorry,
Joe.
thank you, Sophia.
Nothing's happened yet, but
Nothing's
you're welcome,
happened yet.
everyone.
Thank you, all pretty flowers. Crying,
So-
crying, still going on.
You guys can do that level out of session. That one's not going to come up, so
Yeah.
no rush to do that one.
We'll wait for that.
Wait, so
We've
once
got-
again, I'm confused. We did get the level up, or we didn't get the level up?
You do just level up after the session.
Yeah, not now.
Are we
Not
not all
now.
prepared for a level up already?
There might be one that was already. This is the unexpected.
No, I understand
level
that,
up.
but if we're gonna level up, if we're leveled up, should we not just level to 7 now? And
Yeah,
then-
you can.
Because
Yes.
everyone's
I mean-
prepped for level 7, and then we can prep for the new level up after the session. That's what I'm trying
What
to
are
say.
these things
That is very sound logic. So I
Should we do it
actually
now?
agree. So I reckon, whilst the 2 individuals fall into a hypnotic stare, that is an excellent time to go for a break and sort out
Oh.
level ups.
I got all my. Wait, no, for me, for Flint, it's. Oh, I got all of these horrible memories back. Guess I get stronger. Right. Wasn't worth it.
Yay.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Right,
get
now
myself
you
a
can all
drink.
thank me.
So
Yay.
hopefully,
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, I get
Hopefully,
a
you guys are all
once, though.
prepped. I'm going to take a good 10 minutes just to grab a drink and all that stuff. You guys can sort out your level ups.
Okay.
Hopefully, you guys
Freak.
prepared. And yeah, we'll be back, I would say, 15:15, and we'll carry on
I'll-
with the revelations, as I like to call this episode.
Can I modify memory and put myself back to the life I was?
I mean, if you do a long rest, more than can mind blank you again if you
No,
want.
I'm not. We'll see what happens. But I'll sort out this 31.
What the fuck is this session?
It's
I
Oh,
told you
like,
about-
you really want to get this level up because that could actually
Main-
fucking save me in the next fight.
Main quest storyline is OP, that's all I'm going to say.
Damn.
Right, I'm gonna prep level 8 if this is gonna be the case.
31.
I know exactly what I'm getting at level
Fuck, am I
8.
prepping level 8?
Oh, I've got.
I'm
55.
taking a feat.
Oh my god.
Nathan knows which feat.
Yes, I know which one, and we're going to practice together, Yegov. Actually, sorry, we're not, because I'm having a mental breakdown.
Well,
On
Oh,
the
it's
likes we've
fine.
never seen before.
You can take it out on me. Oh, I get a new spell.
oh,
You know, we
fancy.
just
I'm going to
freed-
take a break and pause the recording, so
Alright,
BRB,
see you
guys.
in a bit.
There we go, right. We're back from our breaks. Everyone's leveled up. All that stuff is sorted. I've completely forgot to ask during the break. Yeah, level up, all sorted. I'll take it as a yes, and
Yes,
resounding
yes,
silence as yes.
I didn't realise that was a question.
Yeah, I thought it was a statement like, yes, levels up sorted. It better be anyway.
And yeah, we'll transition back. And I think we left off with both Rayla and both
Flint.
Rayla and Flint ended up in a catatonic state, right?
There
I
we
believe
go.
I had been
Stay for a
told to
minute.
pick up Rayla.
Yes, you hold her. Sterling, help me get Flint up, please.
He may be under a
Okay.
day. As I've said, the tears are still steadily.
He's very wet. You're not sure if it's sweat, tears, or anything else.
Yes. The answer to that question is yes.
He is wet.
He has, yes. He's been rolling around in the mud, vomit in between his legs is wet. Who knows?
Right. Before I let these two out of this, I can make them tell the truth. Do we want truth here? If what Rayla's saying is true, should we let Flint say that? Should I make him say that?
Flint just smattering under his breath, going, "This is fine."
This is fine.
Please, I'm
It's a
open to
matter of-
opinions.
It's a matter of truth or trust. I mean, so far they've both proven steadfast. Admittedly, whatever's happening to Flint right now and Rayla's history, that both has come to fore.
Okay, well, alright, we'll see what happens. Are you ready?
Oh, loud music. Apologies. I got get rid of that. Gone.
I'm gonna drop the
Sorry.
spell. Right, 3, 2.
I'm gonna like hold action restrain.
Yeah, I'm not, because I'm weak. I'm gonna drop the spell in 3, 2,
The trigger
1.
being Rayla going ape shit or something.
Yeah, and I'll
Screaming
unclick my
immediately
fingers.
starts up again.
Oh,
Yeah.
my ears. It's no better from the lightning thunder thing. Flint, calm down.
Everyone knows that if you tell someone to calm down, it's always going to help the situation.
Are you doing anything to try and, I don't know, persuade him to
I'm gonna
go?
slap
Any
Flint in
way
the
to calm
face.
emotions.
Ooh, make an unarmed attack with advantage.
It doesn't do damage.
Doesn't matter.
Remember if we tried to hit a rat?
You can always miss.
I got a
You
plus
could-
2. I'm probably gonna miss.
Probably.
2d20.
Natural 20, that's
minus 1 plus 2. Yeah. 16.
You hit-
that misses, but yeah.
Does it actually miss?
Yeah, my AC 17. He hits
Armor
me,
class
like,
calculated differently if you're trying to do an impact and trying to do damage.
Yeah.
well, he can
I'm-
hit me and slap me,
He's
but
not
I
trying
don't
to pierce your armor. He's just trying to make a
Yeah,
touch
yeah.
attack, I believe.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it's gonna make contact. It's gonna slap
Yeah.
you square on the face, and the eye patch is
Yeah.
gonna fall off.
Oh, no.
fuck's sake.
So,
But you do
One-
get like a sense of like shock, like things are like you
Yeah.
stop screaming at the very least.
yeah,
Calm down.
so what Flint will, but because he's still in shock, as both of his eyes will be open, so Auric and Sterling, if Sterling's there as well, will both see what Yegov saw earlier, which is everyone's seen Flint's eye before. Instead of a normal blue human iris, it's now a draconic, more slit iris with the same deep blue coloration. And so what Flint will do after calming down and screaming a bit, will grab onto Auric, like onto his clothes, and crying, snot sniveling out of his nose, will just keep saying, "I'm sorry, it wasn't me."
I will pull him in for a hug and tell him it's okay.
Because it's a touching moment, I'm not gonna make you do a con save.
Why is it? He's like,
Throws up on me, and then it's Auric saying, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, like Oryx facing Yegov and Rayla and everyone right now, and we see is like, but
So-
Flint's
So like try desperately not to fall.
Yeah.
Never a dull moment.
It is. Are you okay, Flint?
Hi. No.
What has happened?
Why are
What-
you sorry? What's going on?
It wasn't me.
Yeah, why did you try to kill Flint exactly?
Into a. None of it was me. Or was it?
Rayla, are you in there?
No.
Did you release the spell, Auric?
Yes. Wait, did I do both? I'm gonna click again. And just point at Rayla. Just sorry, Rayla. Forgot.
Rayla will just come to. I don't know if you forgot actually, but
We'll say it worked
Yeah,
that way. Sure.
Why
Yeah,
did you
I-
try to kill Flint again?
Rayla's just kind of staring. She's gonna be speechless right now.
I gotta lean down. Rayla. Hello.
They killed the only person I ever cared about.
Still alive? What are you talking about?
They killed the only person who ever cared about me.
Can I point out that I walked into a burning building to try and save your ass?
No, no, that's not right. You, Flint was sort of
Don't
like
gloss over that for now.
still sort of like I was just like no, you. Just like closing his eyes and still tears coming down. I know you. You're loved by Lyra. Lyra. Why Lyra? What's Lyra? Lyra. You.
Hands on fire.
No, not liar. No, not liar. Sorry, I don't know if that's Lyra is what he's saying. Just
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
as
just
in
go.
Panzer layman.
Yes, Lyra. Yeah, you. Not Rayla.
Max, does
Hello?
Raylan know what's being said here?
It's been a very, very long time since you heard that name.
Is it my name?
I was about to ask that.
It is.
Rayla will just look really confused. Where the fuck are we right now? By the lake or something?
Oh
No,
my
we're
God.
in Mordenheimen's castle.
Oh yeah, we're in his
You're
castle.
outside. Mordecai is like, hell no, this is too much drama for me.
Yeah.
I'll meet you guys inside. You guys sort out your own personal shit out here.
I thought we
We're
sorted
still
out. I
outside.
thought we were
Or are
inside.
we inside?
No,
Might have just shuffled
left
us
to go.
out a bit. Just like,
Yeah.
sorry. Can you deal with this
Well-
outside?
Well, the thing is, he conjured Mordekainen's mansion, so the door appeared, but you guys didn't actually go through the door. You proceeded to have a chat outside, and he was like,
What?
yeah, I'll cure your mind problems. And then he started screaming. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go inside. You guys come in once you're done. Yeah, please feel free to continue. You are currently outside the mansion, if that's relevant.
Okay.
Near the lake, I believe. We're just
Near the lake.
Sure.
You can see the shoreline, because you can just see Jaeger still casting bobble of his fishing line, just bobble away down the lake into the
Fucking
distance.
boat Newman back and forth.
You're just gonna boom.
Could someone spell out for me what the fuck is going on over here?
Rayla will just say, "How do you know that name? I'm gonna kill him," and she'll start like going towards Flynn again.
Alright, well, I guess I get to use my held action then.
Yep. What was the held action, good sir?
Restrain.
Restrain action as a melee attack replacement restrain.
Yeah, I guess. I'm gonna
Yeah.
like pin her down. Use
Right.
full weight of.
It's a
Yeah,
grapple
off in
check.
play.
She's slippery.
See-
That's a problem. It's a
yeah,
grapple
seeing
check.
Rayla sort of charge towards him was just screaming, I'm sorry, it wasn't me. Lyra, please.
It's an athletics check.
Athletics versus either athletics or acrobatics. So this could actually be scary.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
You were expecting it though, so you do get advantage, Adam.
Like fuck.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
the
Bad, good or
pause.
bad?
Oh, that tiny! out of nowhere, you just see Jaeger just fly from off screen, just rhino tackle her to the ground.
Like I was already holding her down. I was told to like pick her up. So like you got the full weight of Yegov in play just sitting on you now, and it's just too much to move.
Smoldering on top of you.
Like he's sitting there, like his full weight of him in armor, all his weapons, all his gear. Like you could wriggle as hard as you want. It's just like there's an anchor on top of you.
Rayla will just be trying to like, like the butt of her dagger, just like knocking that on his armor, like. Let me
You see
go.
like a tinking noise from
I'm gonna look her
the body that is
dead in
Jaeger.
the fucking eye, like lean forward and just say, "Don't make me hit you back."
Lyra, please. I know the name. I know so much. Not human, elf. No.
Can you two please simply spell out what the fuck is going on here? Who is
It's-
Lyra?
She's Lyra.
Why are you part of a dragon cult?
I'm not. I mean, am I? No.
Liar.
No, Lyra. Say Lyra.
I'm not. But no, I wouldn't. No, that wasn't me.
And
I
you are
don't
covered
think
from
so.
head to toe in blue scales and specialize in fucking lightning magic.
No,
Pretty compelling evidence here.
no, that's not me. That's not who I am. It's not who I was. I'm Flint. I was born in Succumber. I lived there. Just me and my mum. Mum. Not human. Not human. Elf. Mum was elf. Why? I don't know. It's all come back. Everything.
Then, if it's all come back, would you be so kind as to spell it out for those of us who are missing the information?
I can't.
Or am I going to get Mordecai to come out and clock you around the head one more time?
It wouldn't be the first time. I remember I was in a carriage. There was four of us. We stopped.
That's how we ended up here.
No. None of you were there. This was a month ago, I think. How long has it been? I don't know. And there was a man in the road. I told him to move. They had orders. The man laughed. The fight broke out, lightning everywhere. And I woke up, and he was there. Mordecai. And I ran. Kept running.
Well, that's enlightened me to almost nothing.
What do you want me to say, Yegov?
I don't know, because I don't know what I don't know. There's a whole lot of I don't know going around at the moment, and I'm really quite tired of not knowing it.
Just think of...
So Mordecai has fucked with your mind before, right? Then he's unfucked your mind.
No,
Where does Rayna tie into all this?
he freed me before, I think. No. Yes. Rayla, no. Lyra. Not human, elf. Half elf. Half human. Yes. No. I ran. Lyra, Rayla, not only child. And, sister.
Rayla at that is just gonna start bashing like Yegov again. I'm gonna kill him.
No, sister or only child. Doesn't make sense.
I'm going to just look down at him. And why are you going to kill him?
Because right now he's spouting off a bunch of shit and I don't want to listen to it anymore, and he's part of that fucking dragon cult.
No, I'm
I'm
not.
gonna kill him.
No. Like, Flint's like hands keep going. His head keeps going in his hand and it's like shaking his head, trying to make sense of it. No, I'm not.
Rayla, maybe you can enlighten me then. Which dragon cult?
Cult of the Dragon is what it would be.
Yeah.
One that they, if you want to roll history, I guess, if you what you know
So I see
about them.
Sophia just snacking on bread and watching this like a movie.
Like popcorn. It's
Yeah,
just literally like Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
the equivalent of the two old guys from the Muppets and myself and
Better
Sterling
awful.
sitting back here. I'm gonna sort of rip off Loaf and sort of pass it over to Sterling.
That is
Oh,
great imagery, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone wants, I don't know.
Under the weird circumstances, I actually will take it and start snacking on it as if it's popcorn.
If
No,
I don't know how many.
This is so too intense. Even you're like needed something to snack on.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the players know, but if the characters want to roll history checks to see what they remember about the Cult of the Dragon.
Yep, you can
Dragon
do it.
cults.
Is it a particularly large?
I mean, it's up to max what the DC is. I'm suggesting
This
up to
is
roll. I think Auric
oh
knows.
my word.
Auric
knows
knows the
his
ins and outs of most cults. Let's be honest.
So
Yes.
timeline
many shady
wise for what I'm thinking of with the universe and the characters within
So
it.
are they? Sorry, just
Curse of
to set the
Strahd is
scale.
Curse of Strahd is pre-Rise of Tiamat
Yes.
in my universe.
So
Anyway.
this is
Yes.
Cult of the Dragon, as in Cult of
Yes.
Tiamat of the
That
Dragon.
wants to. This
Yeah.
cult wants to bring Tiamat back.
Like
to
there
the
are
Tiamat.
numerous cults of dragons, but there is one Cult of the Dragon.
Yes, this is the big one.
Yes.
The big boys.
You've
Oh,
seen
so it's
them
not
go around.
Cult of the Dragon, it is the Cult of
Yes.
the Dragon.
Yes. So, Sterling and Auric, you've definitely heard of them in the past, but the extent of it is you've seen these purple, like, robed figures preach around the towns. You always thought they were a bit like just nutsos. Like, no one took them seriously. But there was, like, whisperings. That Auric in particular knows there's been
Until they
whisperings
burned out
of...
some towns, maybe.
Yeah, there's apparently some
orphanages.
towns have been attacked, but no one knows for certain what's going on. It's very hush-hush and being like
Do I know
governed
them
by the lords of... they haven't come round your part of the Sword Coast, really. So you because you come from such a rural area, they haven't really taken any interest in it, so you haven't stumbled across them, really.
I mean, surely, like, people from within my organization, because I rolled a 10, like, people from my organization was like, hey, there's these guys cropping up.
Yeah, you might have heard in passing,
So I know
but
their
there's
motivation,
always...
and I know
yeah,
they're dangerous.
there's cults. Yeah, there's cults. Like, cults
But
are always referred to
I
as
suppose
dangerous.
Auric and Sterling know this group enough about them
Oh.
that they're trying to bring back Tiamat, and they might know who Tiamat is.
Now, Auric, Ben, I'll give you opportunity since you have a D20. Has the Craven Brotherhood done some work for them in the past, maybe? Nothing to the extent of something really bad, but they're definitely doing shady shit.
They
kind of
did. The
thing.
cult does often hire out mercenaries. So.
Yep.
I would say almost definitely.
But yeah, you don't know the motives. Like, Flint is the only one that knows. Like, the golden motive is like to get Tiamat back, but they've
So
been
if I had
preaching.
rolled higher, I maybe had my hand go to my own sword, but I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Because
No, yeah, you kind of like,
I'm a
oh,
good boy.
cultists are cultists kind of thing. You often
I'm-
get called out to deal with them kind of thing, but
I'm a good
This
boy.
particular
I didn't
cult.
do anything criminal.
oh,
Or
that reminds
kinda-
me of a flashback that happened. Nathan, I need to whisper you some stuff.
Okay, spooky.
But yeah, you
For
guys
anyone
carry on
that-
while that's going on.
Yeah, for anyone that's like quite perceptive, you suddenly see Auric's kind of demeanor shift, and he starts kind of.
I mean, Finn's still
Stroking the
holding
beard a
on to
bit.
Auric, in a sense.
yeah, I think Auric's now holding you slightly differently.
Yeah. It's moving towards a hug to a chokehold, I guess.
No, he's not strong enough to do that.
I know. Yeah, Finn's stronger than
Sterling,
us.
however,
Yeah.
destroy
He
Robinson family.
starts thinking of like.
Auric, you.
At what
you
point do you
believe me?
start trying to convince me to let Rayla go?
I mean, Auric's only involvement with that would have been probably interpersonal things, not really. I think he knows about it, but he, quite frankly, doesn't care too much. It was at the end of the day just business to him.
It was, but then
But
again,
now he's thinking about it.
I remember being in the sky. I was in the sky. So much
Flint.
lightning. Yes.
He's gonna like not gonna push him away, but like pull himself away a little bit. I
Yes,
understand right now you're struggling with your mind. Would you done this earlier and not much came of it? Would you mind if I just peered in a little bit?
I don't know, Warwick. I know. I don't think you'll like him.
Well,
I
if
don't
what
like him.
I'm hearing is true, then I know of a history with this.
Oh, Flint will sort of like stand up and just like put his hand on Auric's shoulder and will just like stare into his eyes, still not really processing that his eye patch is off and whatnot, and will just say, "It wasn't me."
Well, let's find out, and I'm gonna detect thoughts. And immediately try and probe. So if you want to resist, I think it's a wisdom saving throw.
I've told you it wasn't me, and in this moment, I'm going to have to trust you. And I will not. Flint will not resist.
All
That
the
was
spell slots today.
Yeah. Maybe you'll hurt yourself this time. Don't worry.
Maybe.
So,
And yeah,
It doesn't hurt you this time. Although the memories are racing and the thoughts are all over the place and very scattered. It's like very chaotic in here, but it's the ward that was there is no longer there to cause you pain.
yeah. So I'm mind going deep into the
mind
memories.
surfing.
Yeah, I'm mind surfing.
So how far back
Hacker
to
man.
Max? I'm happy to start from very young.
You
So-
can go for it.
So
Hours.
Any bits I need to errata just for plans I have, I'll give you a heads up. But
all right. So
I think mostly the stuff I think I've managed to tweak it around your
Yeah.
stuff, so it's all good.
we'll start at the beginning. Well, actually, it's stuff that Flint would remember, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So obviously you won't remember him being a baby. So it's the very beginning would be stuff that you would expect a normal child to do. They'll be running around the town, friends, having fun, laughing. Doing things children would do. Go forward a little bit, and he would go home and see his mother, who, if I get what she looks like, just for a moment. So, you would see what someone who Flint runs up to and appears to be his mother and refer to as Eloise. And it's a young woman at this point in time, with like platinum blonde hair, with both of her eyes are like a deep sapphire blue, much like Flint's right one is. But you'll recognize Flint's eyes at this point in his life are both green. There's no sign of a father, but fast forward a few years, Flint's a bit older. He's in like a tavern playing cards with someone who suddenly gets angry, and then like Flint pulls a bunch of money towards him. Flint and someone, like shake hands and laugh a bit, and then Flint heads home, and Flint's mother is there, a bit older, but this time clearly pregnant. Also, you'd notice that Flint's mum, in his memories, looking back, is clearly of Elven descent. But every time Flint would have referred to her, he would have referred to her as a human. Fast forward another few years, you would have Flint doing stuff he's done before with a younger sister, playing with her, reading to her, and have again an older Flint, as in his 20s, playing cards again. And this time some individuals in purple come in. They ask him to come with them. He brushes them off. And then you almost feel at this moment as if Flint's own memory dips for a moment, as if it goes blank. Then it goes to memories of him being in a very lavish room with a young woman who looks relatively similar to his mother. But she tries to convince Flint to work with her group. Flint says no, effectively, and he wants to go home. she eventually reveals herself to be an adult or a blue dragon of some kind. And once again, Flint's memory dips, and for a long period of the memories that you sift through, the memories are there, but it's sort of, in a sense, they're weaker, as if because these are memories Flint's only just gotten back, and it's anything and everything he did with the cult. From attacking towns, burning down buildings, attacking people, these sorts of things. And that sort of process goes on for, by your estimates, about a decade. Although any time you would sort of see Flint in his own memory, when Flint was younger, it would be happy and jovial, and at this point it's completely deadpan, there's no emotion on him. And then we come to a time in a cart with 4 individuals, a man in the road, a scuffle breaks out, a fight, lightning bolts. Flint sort of wakes up and sees a man who you recognize to be Mordekainen, but Flint runs. Keeps running and running. Flint is at this point long hair, a mess, bearded, purple robes. Runs into a building. Eventually finds a village, runs into a building. Panicked, pulls out a dagger, and there's a man in there. Ends up killing the man. Takes some of his panics, but sort of cleans himself up. Takes some of the man's clothes, money, and keeps on running until eventually he finds a carriage, and there's a man in the carriage who looks familiar, but he might not look familiar to Auric. But the others would recognize him as the same carriage driver that eventually were going to take them to Daggerford. Flynn asked for passage
Call him
to.
Oliver or something.
You reckon? Oh, there's a man named Oliver.
I would not recognize this person. I'm
You
assuming.
wouldn't, but well, no, you wouldn't. I mean, Auric's the only one that can see him. But and he takes. Flint gets into the carriage, and then you notice after a day or two of waiting, other people you recognize: Yegov, Sterling, a strange green yellow elf thing, Rayla, some other weird guy, all get on this carriage and they travel until one day they camp, mist closes in, and you know the rest of the Barovian story.
Get yourself a point of inspiration, Ethan.
Oh, thank you.
It's like the world's longest flashback. It was
It
great.
is. It is.
So yeah, what everyone else sees is, you know, that scene in Infinity War where Doctor Strange's head is like doing when he's looking to all the realities. That's just what Auric's head is.
Yep.
So many memories.
Yep.
Yeah, Auric just kind of like falls back a bit. Jeez.
It wasn't me, right? Like sort of picking Auric up sort of and shaking him, just say it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
No, my God.
What did you do?
Wasn't me.
What is it he's saying he didn't do? Did he do? What did?
Was there at all a flashback of the thing that Rayla described?
No.
You know, when Rayla became Rayla.
Yeah.
No, nothing of that sort, no.
You would
you do
recognize,
know-
though, I suppose, that Flint would have at points during these flashbacks have used a dagger that looks like it was almost made out of bone.
Yeah.
And with some purple cloth wrapped around it.
Did Flint ever cross paths with Rayla and not know it at the time?
I mean, I think there's I don't know on timelines as well, but perhaps he ran into a company of paladins and order of group.
No. Belmonts operate a bit more like witches. They're sent
Fair
out
enough.
solitary folk for hire.
Fair enough.
Seniority is completely done by term of service, I think.
So,
Sorry, kind of starts rubbing his eyes and head.
Flint's just going to keep repeating, I'm sorry, it wasn't me, though, was it?
Which
Please.
bit?
You know which bits.
From Oracle just looked at the other. From what I can tell from that, Flint was mentally not present with every bad thing that I just saw,
in
Yeah.
the moment of sort of elation, Flint will go into a full hug of Auric and just start saying thank you.
Yeah, there was definitely some arcana going on that was it was essentially like a thrall during those
Yeah.
memories, just empty.
And it wasn't until when he was
So
in
he
that
was
car
what,
with those
puppet?
people.
Yes.
Well, it's more a case of you defected when that event in the town happened, where a certain change happened, and that's why you fled. Ended up in the carriage where Mordecai kind of like stumbled upon
Okay,
you guys.
yeah, no, that works for me.
So what?
Yeah.
Because you were kind of
did he-
defected, but you still weren't yourself. But you wasn't
Not
too
do.
sure what the
There was
fuck was
enough
going on.
of
Kind
who
of thing.
Flint was before to,
Yeah.
even though it was after such a long time, finally
Yeah,
able to.
Because it was
break
like your
a bit.
latent magic was like cracking the
Yes.
wards.
Yeah. No.
Yes, I think I've seen this before. The look, the posture,
What-
the things he did was not his fault. I've seen it. I know it. Yakov,
See?
you have some
I told you.
experience in cult stealing.
Also,
Depends on
Ben,
the cult.
the little sister you would have
No
seen
to it, I say.
Oh yeah,
of,
hold on,
of
hold on.
Flint's.
I need you to do a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Orc. Yeah.
Well, let me put my glasses on so I can see the perception check button. Right.
I'd have an irony to that.
Yes.
It's
So-
good.
Someone in the
suppose-
group looks very similar to said
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, a younger version of a member of the group. That's right, it's Sterling.
I'm just not going to say anything on that. Interesting. Yes, Yakov, you have dealt with cult this before, I imagine.
I'm an
The-
ill.
Ransacking of towns, attacking people.
It's more brigand behaviour.
I'm not too familiar
I'm
with it,
more-
but that kind of acts. Clearly, there is something going on with this cult that forces people to take part in these acts.
See?
If you're going to tell me that he was some sort of puppet to a slave master or a puppet master,
Yeah, it wasn't me.
From what I can tell, yes, that's what I believe. It kind of
That's-
keeps like
I mean,
awkwardly
that's not
looking at Rayla every.
that's not normal
You saw who
cult
I was.
behaviour.
You saw back in Stockholm, but that's who I am.
Well, cult behaviour. I'm normally was just ritual sacrifice, and I suppose mass also ritual sacrifice. The lines blur with the size, but
No, they.
Sorcerer was there.
Yeah. And so I suppose Auric will witness that Flint sort of. There was at times when they're not like out attacking towns or whatnot, there would be. Sometimes it would be dull as Flint is quite literally just sweeping a corridor, and other times it would be Flint is actively participating in some kind of beginning ritual to do something. And I suppose if he's got Flint's memories, he would know what the cult's planning in the long run. Because Flint would be around when those conversations are happening, but obviously not partaking.
Okay. I don't know what you two have an issue with, but Rayla,
that's the
who
bit
is
that
not
needs
currently
resolving.
here.
Mentally checked out after this.
She's like passing out from lack of oxygen. Where Jacob just sat on her.
Well, I'm not getting
yeah,
up.
go
If I loosened a little bit, she's got to fucking go.
People are gonna die if you let her up.
Pretty much, yeah. Like Flint will be dead before I could even like.
I mean, she has hope again now. She could quite literally one-shot the fuck out of someone.
I could take her. I've got more hate. I could take her. I'm fine. I got Nathan backstory. Oh yes, thank you. I have like. I didn't want to take up too much time, but I suppose if
No, you can, man. It's literally Flint's time to shine. This is like
yes,
big
I guess.
revelations and
So,
character progression.
I guess so. Flynn wouldn't have known about the cult at all. None of There would also be memories that have appeared in other flashbacks of like Flint with his mother sitting in a home that is basically a library / home, filled with books upon books. You recognise Mordecai and Tome of Foes.
Yep.
Hold on, let me go back to my notes.
Well, this is just other stuff that happened. At the time, so you would recognise a time of where Flint's playing a card game, and he's mentioning out sort of like random things, like, "Did you hear they found some gold up in the river?" And then someone else would say, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure some gnomes found it." Or he would hear that in the background, and then would just idly pay attention, and then the person he's playing against cards would be laid down, and somehow Flint would be able to know what they are and would have bet appropriately. And that sort of process happened again. You would notice the similar sort of words would pop up every now and then whenever Flint would be playing games or whatnot. And
What was Flint a cheat at cards by any chance?
yes, massively. My background's a Charlotte. A massive cheat at cards. Although sometimes they would be spoken in other languages, perhaps like Halfling. Yes, in fact, you recognise make this a small halfling fellow with brown hair, brown eyes, by the name of Kevin, who Flint seemed to spend a lot of time with. Kevin was great. But when Flint was older, looking about his 20s, and he was taken, he's originally put in a very nice, luxurious room. But before the lady comes to him, there's a whole bunch of other people coming to him and explaining little bits and bobs about the cult and why he's perfect for it. He's got the right blood, the right nature for it. But he turns down and just says he wants to go home. Until eventually this woman comes along, takes him to an underground area beneath this massive construct building, somewhere in what looks to be a desert, and then transform into a dragon. And at that moment, once again, it goes dull. Would it be? There was one time when going, and over this period of time, Flint would obviously start to grow a beard and longer hair. Why not more? I need to think. If there's ever more flashbacks on me, I'm going to need to think of more stuff.
Yeah. The only other thing I can think of is the moment before you turned, kind of thing, with what happened in the town.
Yeah.
What
Well,
triggered the emotion that caused the transformation?
Okay. Yeah. I've got two more things. So there was a time when Flint was younger, playing a game of cards. Yeah, I'm going along because David's not back yet. But a time Flint's playing cards and seemingly like this very well-dressed nobleman, and he throws down the cards when Flint beats him and calls him a cheat and a liar, and was able to get Flint arrested. And in Secomba, they copy laws from Waterdeep, and if a noble accuses you of something, you're probably in big trouble. But after a couple of days in the cell, though, Flint was released for some reason. Flint isn't sure why. But perhaps one of the biggest memories that stands out to Auric is one day traveling with other individuals in these purple cloaks, and quite a lot of them this time. They start attacking a town, some with magic, some with weapons, and then there's Flint and someone shouting orders to burn them, and so Flint sets fire to a building, catches fire, and you hear screams from inside what appeared to sound young-ish. And as of that, yeah, in that moment, you're not sure what happens because Flint's not sure what happens. But suddenly, it's like you blink, and then you're not on the ground in front of the burning building. You're in the sky above the building, above the town, flying. Everyone is looking up towards you, some with elation, some with fear and terror, as lightning comes down near indiscriminately, I suppose, And then it almost goes blank again for a moment, and then you're on the ground with a burning village off in the distance. There we go, there's some more.
Anyone know where we put Debbie? Trying to
Yeah.
keep up with all of it.
Yeah, you've got a lot to.
Oh, excuse me. Nathan's notes intensify.
No, yeah, notes about Nathan has intensified. But
Nathan's backstory is OP.
what?
That's-
Like Nathan's backstory, even like the initial draft was like super juicy. I was like, mate, I can twist this in a way to lean to Rise of Tiamat saga.
Yeah.
So good. To
Like,
the
if
point where I've already told you guys, like when we rode in Rise of Tiamat, there's two parts. There's Horde of Dragon Queen and then the actual Tiamat stuff. Like I generally made it in a way that if Curse of Strahd goes the way I have big picture plan, that for the second part of the Rise of Tiamat, you could very much use your Curse of Strahd characters if you'd like to.
If I'm honest, I don't think I would, but I think if Flint survives in one
It might
form
pop
or
up
another,
still. Yeah.
I think that would be great. Because
I mean,
might
I
get...
fully intend to retire Yagov after, if he survives this shit. I intend to retire him.
gonna-
'cause
he's
that's his
gonna-
whole story. His whole
Yeah.
story is he wants to go home and just retire.
I want to
he
go
just wants
home as
the
well.
easy life.
I was in a cult for 10 years. Effectively, about Flint's gone through the process of suddenly being panicked about, oh god, I did some things. How long did I do some things for? Oh god, I was in there for a decade. Jesus, how old am I? That's all. It's gone mad.
Yeah, it leaves the option of I might have to tweak the levels, like they might have to drop down levels depending how many milestones you do in Curse of Strahd, but you can like keep the character as a personality but tweak what the actual mechanics of it is, if that makes sense. There will be a time between End of Curse of Strahd and that bit like, where this, stuff can happen over several months where they
I
change.
suppose.
We've got to finish this campaign first.
Yeah,
We're going to finish
hell.
this one first. I know.
I suppose as well. I suppose as well, Auric. Anytime you would have seen younger Flint like without clothes on or without a shirt on, he would have had no scales on his body. But after joining the cult, particularly after a period of time in there would be seemingly what appeared to be like regular
I
checkups.
mean, Joel, you say we need to finish this campaign, but suddenly we've hit Mach 2.
Yep. Generally,
But
the final 2/3 go really fucking quick.
You would see almost sort of regular checkups with sometimes with the woman you'd seen before in his memories and sometimes with some other people. And they would sort of be checking up on his magical process and how these scales are progressing. I suppose in a sense you'd see a memory of Flint in what looks to be the Blue Water Inn in the Bath area. And he takes off the eye patch and then his eye is the way you've seen it. And then he punches the mirror in that moment as well. Another bit, I suppose, when we were walking towards the Vistani camp, the one where they were selling the potions to get up Barovia, when we were attacked by a werewolf or at other points, Rayla found the armor that she did that had a white dragon on it. And in that moment, you could tell by Flint's memories that he was entirely unsure of what that meant. As if part of what he was programmed to do, in a sense, wanted to attack Rayla in that moment. But who Flint, I suppose, naturally is, didn't.
Speak of the devil.
Yeah, and which is why you would notice during a lot of that time, Flint is either just pretty much staring at Rayla or constantly looking backwards and forwards.
So now that we've been filled in on everything, the next question is...
Well, it's how...
Why does Rayla want to kill Flint?
How did we just get told everything?
We just got told the entirety of Nathan's backstory,
Auric
basically
knows,
from when he was a boy.
Yes, but Auric knows literally everything about Flint. From the first memory he had to right now. Everything about Flint. It's not. Also, I suppose
Do
actually,
we know everything you said out loud?
well, there's something else I'll say to Auric as well. Flint has a necklace that he keeps round himself, which effectively serves as arcane focus. It's slightly cracked, but sometimes when he's been in
Why
Barovia in
sorcerers
particular,
aren't their own.
I
arcane
know
focus,
it's
but-
annoying, but Flint will just sometimes, well, in Barovia, sometimes you would see yourself just asleep in the corner of Flint's eye, but it would be like, I'll be back home soon, mother. I promise. However, almost seeming like Flint sort of remembers as if it was his mother that gave it to him, but in reality, very early on in his time in the cult, this arcane focus was placed over him, or this crystal. And you feel free to share as much of that as you will.
I mean, I have gone through 14,600,000 and something thousand
Yes. So
realities. I
yes.
think Auric's a bit overloaded right now.
So I'm gonna like tap Rayla on the forehead. So why do you want to kill Flint?
He had a dagger. I found it in his stuff,
Uh-huh.
and it looked exactly like the dagger that was used to kill someone who was close to me.
Uh-huh.
Hey,
But that's your
Oh, she's-
justification. He's got a dagger that looks like the one that was used to kill your friend.
Yeah. Well, it's not just that he has the dagger. Well, I mean, yes, it is that, but it's the dagger that they all have.
Flint will reach into his bag, and it will be like pulling some stuff out and reaching pretty much his entire arm in to reach to the bottom. We'll pull out the very same dagger, which
Right, fucking it. I thought you meant like a regular ass steel knife and not a literal sacrificial cult thing.
yeah, it very is clearly made out of some kind of bone, and with a purple sort of like.
Right, how many of those particular daggers are there?
Really sorry about that. Back.
Pretty much everyone. It's a part of the. I think it's a status thing, as it were. It's made out of dragon bone, I believe, or tooth. There's
Yeah,
lot
I
of
think it's
dead
a tooth.
dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dragon tooth dagger. And most of them have them.
So your friend was just killed randomly by a bunch of cultists?
It's not random.
randomly.
No, it's never random. They plan everything.
Well, I don't think they planned for us. We were sent
I
there.
mean,
So allow me to confirm this right now. I'm not justifying what's going on here. You were sent. You're an assassin, right?
Yeah.
You and your buddy were sent to a cult to do what?
To kill one of their leaders.
And now I don't want to sound callous because this is your friend, but you are surprised that when I presume they discovered you, like your friends.
Yeah.
So you were discovered, and you were surprised when the cult killed your friend. And you are upset at the cult for when you infiltrated them to kill someone that they tried to kill you instead.
Well, fuck you, Yegov.
Yegov.
Am I wrong?
Flint will
Wouldn't it
sort
be different if it was someone you cared about? What about your wife? What about if someone had killed her?
You know what? You're not wrong. I don't
Yes.
think there's anything alive that could kill her, but you're not wrong.
I saw fucking red, okay, and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
So now you understand why I'm sitting on you, right?
She will just like sigh and roll her head to the side,
Flint will sort of get
defeated largely because of the weight.
off. Flint will sort of get off Auric for a moment and tentatively, he's dropped pretty much everything. The eye patch is off, so Rayla, Sophia will also see Flint's eye. But he's only holding the dagger and will sort of sit down in front of Rayla.
So, forgive me for asking this question, but was it Flint? Did you kill her friend? Warwick, do you know this? I don't know what's going on.
I don't believe I saw that, did I?
No, I've done lots, but this I don't remember her gesturing towards Rayla. Only from when I was younger.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all about revenge, but
No, I know. It makes sense. It wasn't me. And you know, it's odd, I don't remember much. But this dagger, part of me knew what it was, but I suppose until now, I couldn't ever be parted from it. Like, I tried to throw it away before I met all of you. But part of me couldn't, but now maybe I can, I guess. And we'll sort of sit down in front of Rayla.
alright, Rayla, if I get off you, are you going to kill him?
Alright, Liz is gonna be like, it's just still staring at the ground. Just doesn't answer that.
Lyra?
Who the fuck is Lyra?
She's Lyra. Rayla is Lyra. She's...
I was so
So-
close to getting an anagram, but I couldn't quite get there.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I've been watching so much of his Dark Materials recently.
Yep,
to be
that's
fair,
where the inspiration
it
is.
doesn't have to
Really?
stay as Lyra. We can change it, but for now it's Lyra.
No, I like Lyra.
Oh yeah. Well, Max came up with it. I think.
Well played, Max.
And this is like sort of almost like if Finn would almost start to begin to sort of reach out with his free hand, but then pull back for a moment. And this is Lyra. She
I don't know
is.
how you know that name.
I know that name.
Have never met you before.
You have
we
met
came
me.
here.
No, we have met.
Not another, like, I'm sitting here like, yeah, just like, not another fucking plot twist. Haven't you two had enough of an intertwined past? What could possibly... Oh, you're both fucking half-elves, aren't you?
It
No,
turns.
I'm not a half-elf.
You're not? Wait, like, legitimately you're not?
Well,
I'm legitimately not a half-elf.
Yegor.
Oh,
Yegor. Or I'll admit, it turns out I've lied to you all a lot. You know, I said about honesty, but I think you might be able to understand why I wasn't. But
no, that's fair.
it turns out that my mum wasn't a human at all.
So you're not a half-elf either?
No, I am.
Is anyone? What?
No, I am a half-elf, but it turns out that my mother was the elf, not my father. Which has brought a lot more into question. But another point is... Rayla, during that conversation, you asked me if I had any siblings, and I said no, because I didn't. But it turns out I did. I had a younger sister by the name of Lyra.
I'm gonna reach for a pipe at this point, and I'm just like, oh, fucking...
Not just Gandalf pipe
Rayla will
lighting
just
out.
be like,
Sophia's going to throw some bread to Yegor's way.
that is a really weird coincidence. Great for you. That's not me.
But
I think
it is.
little Rayla.
I grew up
Um,
in an assassin's guild.
Flint would start to try and like play, like I suppose when you try and like remember a tune, you'd go through like bits of it, but then you'd start to get the tune. So Flint would start to hum quietly and gently next to Rayla and Yegov.
But
And
did Art tell us like any of the scenes of the mum? Because that's like a completely different description to Rayla's mum. Rayla's mum's a moon elf as well.
yeah, Flint's mum's an elf apparently. Flint's memory's all out of whack. Unless
Rayla doesn't remember any of this. How's
Oh,
that
yeah,
explained?
but seemingly, if
I don't know what's going on with my own character right now.
yeah, nor do I exact some of it, but Flint will hum a tune, and apparently some part of Rayla might be able to connect with it and recognize it as almost like some form of a lullaby that she can recognize.
Are you fucking telling me that this... your siblings?
I think so. I didn't find out until like 5 minutes ago, alright? I mean, I found out years ago, but I forgot.
Well, if this is true, how does Lyra, Rayla, how does she
This
not
is
remember?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
He was raised in an assassin's guild.
I mean, you yourself said that you were, well, sold by your mum.
Oh, you too.
Yes, but
She wouldn't, the way I remember, she wouldn't do that. But
well, maybe it's not the same mum.
no. The point is, it is you. It makes...
Auric looks at his tattoo on his right arm and just kind of looks at the charge meter and says, "I've got one more of these in me if you guys... Rayla, I can look in your mind as well. Need."
Rayla's just like really confused by this. I guess she'll nod.
Do we have enough time for another full backstory?
I have no backstory to give though, so I don't know what's coming out of my mind.
Don't worry,
Prop time!
I've got you covered. Don't worry. I can spot you.
Alright.
Max will reveal because you know everything else because Rayla
Yeah,
revealed it on day
because
one.
I know Rayla's backstory is very...
Sparse.
I wouldn't say it's defined, but it's not like super in depth. So
Yeah.
I've come up with a really big overarching plot line that potentially can go off to a one-shot campaign, all kinds of stuff. But yes, you can do detect thoughts. So
Well, here's the last one. And bloop. Probing into the mind.
yeah.
Oh, you can resist it if you want. So wisdom save. Just...
Not wisdom save. I need a con save from you, Auric. But the DC is only a 7.
Okay.
Purely because the thoughts you're going to see in the memories. Rayla's profession is not exactly the most squeamish friendly.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. Actually, should he have done one for Flint's one as well, I guess?
'Cause that's true.
Some of Flint's would have been pretty...
It was so...
bad.
Yeah, you can do.
We'll
You
say
can see
I
how
passed
shaken.
Flint's one. Let's do
Yep.
Rayla's one.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yay. I'm
It's
getting
like you're
used to this.
mentally preparing yourself going into it, so you're all good.
Yeah, doing my stretches
So-
before.
If I got 3 Flints, I can get through.
So do you see the various, like, this childhood of where she was trained in the Assassin's Guild? It was super strict. It was not a very pleasant environment for a child to grow up in. But nevertheless, Rayla thrived in it, and more of a case of a necessity rather than of choice. It was extremely tough growing up. There was a lot of infighting where the guilds popular choice of deciding if the applicants were worthy were to have them fight to each other, and they would only keep on the ones that survived, effectively. So it's super cutthroat, so hence why it explains a lot of why Rayla's been so apprehensive about making friends, purely because of this culture of the guild. You see her growing up doing the various tasks. You do see the flashes of the memories of the job in particular where Rayla did fall to the cult. And can you make me a perception check first of all for that event for me, please?
Oh, I clicked persuasion. Sorry. Well,
Oh no!
Shit.
Wait,
anyone
no!
got inspiration?
I give him inspiration.
Hey, there we go.
Boy.
This is another
Plot-
natural one. I quit.
Plot armor in dice form. Yeah, you
Yay,
passed the
there we
DC.
go.
Good
Yeah.
shit.
Wow.
So you've done a lot of jobs and stuff, little shady stuff in the past, but this particular job where Rayla went with a friend, it seemed like it was way too sketch. Like even particular from all the memories, like it seemed like it was too quiet in the building where they were going in. They were far too prepared, far too many of them for them to be unexpecting of such a thing. And the job itself just gives you super bad vibes. Like something's definitely wrong. Where if you were on something like a job like that, you would be like, "Hell no, this is too sketch. We're gonna back out. It's too dangerous," kind of thing.
Mhm.
Cool. So that's the tidbit you learn about that job in particular.
Okay.
The next thing you see is a ominous metal door. Now it's faintly like pulsing, and it's like beckoning you towards to open it.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
Oh, wait. This isn't Rayla. This is me.
No, you're standing. You basically come back into your form, and you're standing in like an eerie, like it's like dark cobblestone. It seems to be underground, very damp and bleak. But there's just one door in front of you, and just darkness around you. Otherwise,
Well, I'm
it's
here
very
for one
odd.
reason.
It's like, yeah, you haven't had any experience doing this with detect thoughts before, but it's very weird for you to be in yourself, like body, in such a
Just
situation.
kind of looks around and realizes he's himself. Well, I have a job to do, and I'll go to the door.
Yep.
Proceed through if I can.
Yep, you open the door, and through it you see what seems to be further memories, but it seems to be like through like a foggy, sort of like not 100% transparent. It's like half opaque force wall where it seems like it's shut off everything else, like it's been locked away.
Okay. Uh-huh.
What do you do?
Can I push my hand through it?
Your hand goes through. You feel the sensation of heavy rain and the bitter cold, it's like a damp, dark day in December kind of sensation. Your hand just like instantly gets drenched as soon as you put your hand in.
Well, I don't know what clothes I'm currently wearing, but if I have a hood, I'm going to put that up, and I'll pass through the threshold.
Okay. Your eyes just fill with white as you enter a very small body. You're much, much younger than this memory feels like. You find yourself on the back of a carriage being taken away by hooded men, much larger, bigger figures. And you just see a house in the distance and a screaming lady crying, yelling, "I will find you." And you just put your hand out and just a single tear runs down your face as you just get kicked out of Rayla's mind.
Do I take any damage?
You don't know.
Yay!
I kick you in the face anyway.
Ah!
Me it isn't.
You have no strength. That doesn't hurt me.
No, it does. It does 1 damage.
Fuck.
Take that full, and that'll knock you out probably.
Probably. So, I don't know the exact specifics of detect thoughts, so I don't know if they also see what I see. I don't think the spell lists that, but
I'm going to say she does.
okay, yeah, I get punted out of Rayla's mind. I just kind of sit back wide-eyed and stare at her to see if she experienced the same thing.
I'm still a bit confused.
If you need to see what that was, I made notes on it as best as I could in Oryx observations at the bottom.
Oh yeah, I looked at it and I just realised actually how big. I made
It's
you write
really
a
hard
lot, didn't
keeping
I?
up.
I made you write a lot.
It's hard
I can-
keeping up, man.
I can do more if you want.
No,
Oh, okay,
too much writing today.
not enough writing.
So, out of character, I think I get the idea. In
Yeah.
character, would
Oh, you
Auric
can
understand?
you can discuss out of character. That's fine.
So, from what I'm understanding here, it seems like Rayla was either sold or taken into the Assassins Guild.
It definitely felt more like taken rather than sold. Just from the lady's reaction. You're not familiar with the lady though. Actually, you are because you've already
Yeah.
gone into Flint's
Yeah, I was
mind.
going to ask.
You
is
recognize
he-
the lady? Yeah, it's a moon elf.
Recognize lady as Eloise,
I mean,
I
yeah.
believe.
Mhm. So, Max, just as a note, because obviously Flint's memories, some of which he remembered, but now they've changed a bit. So his mum wasn't a human; she was an elf. I imagine the hair is still the same, but is the eyes more? Would they be green instead? I imagine. on
It'd be
Moon
green
Elves?
instead. Yeah.
Okay. So what Auric would have seen in Flint's memory is originally it would have been a human with platinum blonde hair, blue eyes.
It just like
But
goes
then-
fuzzy and changes
then
to the
if-
correct
yeah.
form. Yeah.
So I don't know, green eyes, blue eyes.
With green eyes.
Very nice.
My lord, this fucking document's getting big.
Yeah.
I know this is a
What
big lore
might-
dump, but I tend to do these in all my campaigns where I give like characters their moments kind of thing. I know it's pretty boring if you're not part of the moment in a way, but rest assured, if you haven't had the moment yet, I have big plans coming up.
Loken.
Ah,
Loken.
Yeah, I'm excited for
Loken.
that. I'm very excited for that.
I mean, the family name Dragove is a very unique name. That's what I'm gonna say. Very unique.
Wait, it's almost
Can
like
I just say, I really want to point this out that Olos knew this from the start. From one of Olos's first session, he paired Rayla and Flint together because they smelt the same.
Yep.
Olos called it.
And
Yeah.
I'm really happy I remembered the fact that the person who asked Flint if he had any siblings was Raylan as well. I don't
Yeah, that's
know.
very cool. That was
Yeah,
very cool.
foreshadowing, man. Foreshadowing. All those sessions ago. What was it? 20
God.
sessions ago? God
Oh,
damn.
it was. How many
30 maybe?
sessions? How many sessions have we got
45.
on record at the moment?
Oof,
45.
Jesus.
What is that? 45 from the start, or is that 45 on record? Because I started the
Oh,
session
God.
after record, I think.
The
a
start.
very good question.
No, Max's one would be from the start.
They're
So
BJF
we're talking.
or PJF?
What?
Pre-chill fella or
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, it's PO and BO. Post Olos and.
All I've got to think is Dragave is pretty similar to Dragon.
Shut the fuck up.
It turns out we're all actually dragons.
Well,
That's it.
Dragave sounds like what happened to Rayla. She got dragged away.
Max, can I ask a favour? Can Ben get inspiration?
He can. That was a very good pun.
Yeah, thank you.
Honestly, Ben gets inspiration for being the instrument of all this. Fucking hell.
I put in a fucking workload, man.
Yes.
Oh, Auric's mind is about to go.
The only reason this whole session has happened is because you have to tech thought.
No.
I'm
I'll
pretty
say it
sure.
now. The whole reason this session's happened the way it has is because Sterling rolled a 20.
Yes,
That's
was fucking
true,
clutch,
yeah.
Sam.
Because
That
if
was
it
clutch.
didn't, I would have been raving at an insane man about why do I remember you? And you'd gone, who am I? Why am I? That's how it comes to.
So
Nice
just
one,
so
Sam.
because Sam's rolled a 20, Debbie's now trying to kill Nathan. Ethan is Debbie's sister, brother.
Yes. Who knows at
I'm-
this point?
I'm sitting on a half elf that's actually a full elf.
So can I, if we go back to the film?
That's been a thing since the beginning, though. She's
Yeah.
never been a half elf.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just
Her
blatant. Yakov is just a
character
blatant
Right.
racist. Is all.
Yakov's a simple man from a farming village. He doesn't know the fucking difference.
So if we go
She's
back to
actually
the,
a wood elf on her sheep.
if I go back to the, if we can I, Mr. Yakov,
Yes.
can you?
Can I?
Got to take a deep breath. You get off Rayla.
It's like turning blue.
Is that a good idea?
We'll find out.
All right. I'm like I press down on Raider with my hands and stand up and let her go. An ally has been slain.
Lot.
That was fun.
No,
So have we all started to move inside now?
No.
Or are we still
This is
sitting
still-
outside?
This is still
Still
going.
outside.
Yeah.
Still outside.
Still a bit more.
This is
sorry.
not resolved by
Fucking
any
Sterling and Sophia have gone through 3 loaves of bread, 4
Yeah.
loaves of bread by now.
You
The
must
guy
have
from
like
Wow.
Yeah, in
starch
fact,
wets.
Rayla is just gonna get up,
We've just got a bunch of pigeons.
walk over to
floating around us now.
Sophia, and just like, you're sat down, Sophia, right?
Yeah.
And she's just gonna like put out her hand to like help her up.
Yeah, so Sophia will take it.
Okay, so she'll like raise her up. She'll be like, "Can I have a loaf of bread?"
What's
His
his
eyes
going on?
light up.
Well,
Sophia goes into her bag and realizes there's no loaves of bread in there. So
Oh,
then
I've
has
still got.
so then
You
has
threw
to,
one at me, but
No,
I haven't started it.
because then has to go into the bag and pulls out her bag of holding to then open up her bag of holding and sort of delve deep into there to find a loaf of bread for.
And they
for
stay
Rayla.
fresh because there's no air in there.
can I still go over to Rayla?
No, she is firmly now eating bread.
No, I'm still
And-
going over to. I am not
Well,
finished.
She very much would like to lead Sophia away.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if you want to say something while
I do because I want a reaction from Lyra because this will possibly finish what it is.
You can note that. Rayla is Lyra? Question mark exclamation.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Um,
do you say anything? 'Cause
well, I
right
would
now
like
she's
to.
just said you're not her brother.
Okay. Well, I will. Can go back slightly to the point of when Yegov got off of Rayla. And as Rayla's getting up, just say, Lyra, Rayla, all of this has come back to me at the moment. I didn't. It seems you quite possibly you are my sister. And sort of standing up to meet Rayla or Lyra, well, I didn't kill your friends. But I have done other things that are quite unforgivable. So I will understand with whatever happens, and Flint will sort of attempt to hand Rayla the dragon tooth dagger, or just finish on I will accept whatever happens.
My chaotic alignment is worrying me right now. What's
This-
around where we are?
At this point, the door to the mansion will open, and a spectral waiter / butler will be standing there. And he'll say, The master has ordered us to prepare dinner for you. We have fresh food and wine, and the table is
Oh.
ready for you.
Does he have beer? Ale?
He has the finest ale from the land of Dragonlance.
Fuck. Thank fucking gods.
And that's where we will end today's session.
Yay!
Wow. Jesus.
There's ale! No more wine! Ale!
It wasn't a combat session. It wasn't even a like a roleplay session. It was a deep session.
It was a roleplay session.
No,
It was
no.
like that one where we
It-
had a chat.
It wasn't even. It was a flashback session more than it was a roleplay session. Like it was very different to a roleplay session.
To be fair, I wanted to try and finish it off in a role people session just to see what Raina would do when I've offered her.
I was certain you were going to get stabbed in the gut and killed.
I mean, to be fair, that's why I said Flynn
Yeah,
will
if
accept
that's
whatever
what Rayla
happens.
would do, then.
Flynn said he would accept anything. So,
In classic TV fashion, that's where we'll have the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
handing the dagger.
Next
to Westmoreland.
time on Curse of Strahd.
Will he survive? Find out next week.
Yeah, will Rayla stab Flynn to death? Or will
In
she
Curse
not?
of Strahd, digital monsters.
They are all digital monsters. So,
Mind is put.
Yeah,
I've written more than I ever
be-
did in school.
I was going to say, a slightly different session than normal. All thanks to Sam's Nat 20. There's a gold roll and a half there, because I've had that moment, air quotes, lined up for a while. It's just finding the right spot for it.
So, I mean, yeah, we ruined 3 sessions worth of planning, but it was a good session.
It was still a good session. I'm not going to complain. Still panned out very
yeah,
well.
I need to think of more if someone chooses me for flashback, though, as I say.
Yeah.
I'm kind of intrigued to know what would have happened had I not rolled a nat 20.
Let's just say there would have been a puzzle involved, some spell scrolls, and more interaction with Mad Mordecai. Mordecai, sorry, rather.
Well, hey, that was a very good natural 20.
Yeah. That was a very good natural 20. And I know some of you guys didn't get to do much this session because it was very character-specific focus, which is still good to have every now and again. But like I said, I do have other moments lined up. I'm just waiting for the trigger clauses to happen, which you guys are very close to 2 of them, actually. Very, very
And we
close to 2 of
did
them.
get a level even though we didn't do anything. Yeah.
We got the level we weren't meant to get, yeah.
Oh yeah, are we
You
getting
guys
that
are-
other level or?
You get the other level up as well. Because
Well,
Oh, great!
Oh,
Jesus.
what the hell? Just-
See, this is what happens when siblings fight. It works out.
and
Siblings, question mark, fight?
as you see the tarot card fade
Right.
from the image to pure white.
Oh, look
I
at
rolled
that.
a
See,
8.
Hey,
that's-
very nice.
Oh.
Please be good. I rolled a 3
This is-
again.
This is the problem with milestones leveling. Sometimes you like level at a steady pace. Sometimes you won't level
Nice.
for months. And then sometimes you level twice in a session.
Hey, I'll
Apparently,
take that.
Nathan, I get it!
you get what? Yes! Yay! We've done it. We're gonna. I will say though, I don't know how much of a good headspace Flint is in at the moment.
It's fine, you get to take it all out on the ego, it's great.
Well, kind of. He's. I don't know if taking it out's the right word. He's
It's a shame I don't get any, like, skill points isn't the right
Oh,
word, ability
oh.
score increases. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
I can't possibly now take a lightning bolt to the chest.
I can max out charisma if I want to. We'll see
Nice.
what happens.
I was
Right,
going to
yeah.
take another point in charisma
Right.
and strength, but
Debbie, I know you said during that session you're not sure where your character's going at the moment. Pretty much all of that, a lot of that was springed on me as well.
I know. But
So
I had
I'm fine with
bunch
it.
of I have a bunch of notes I was ready to copy and paste. Like I did
Yes.
some prep on my end. So if you did feel
like it.
lost or stuck,
No, I'm
I
fine.
could
I had
also-
enough to come up with.
Yeah.
And you feel it in certain things.
but I have big plans for Rayla's character. Like I said, that could spin off a big like side story homebrew adventure.
Don't worry, Big Brother
Oh, I'm
Flint
gonna have to
will
buy
protect you, Debbie,
something.
don't worry.
No.
yes.
Yeah, Big Brother Flint, he's doing it.
How old's Flint on your character sheet?
So yeah, that's one thing I was thinking of. Hold on, I'll find out his exact age for you. He's 32,
Oh, okay.
and Rayla's in her 20s, isn't she? Early 20s?
No, she's 28.
Oh, there we go, 4 years older. To be fair, Flint was originally like in his 40s, so
Old man Flint.
he's Halfell's age up, so
Old as fuck, boy.
Yeah, and the parents stuff. I have
yeah.
all that stuff makes sense in the back end. It's
Mhm.
just you need to discover it, so to speak.
Yes.
Because your mum is technically a moon elf,
Can you
but the mystery of the
increase
dad is still there.
ability score by 2? you level up.
Yes. Yeah. You can. That is the one where you're allowed to put both ability score improvements into the same ability if you wish.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'll leave you guys to level up. If you have any queries or anything like that, or need help with the information that popped up today, let me
If I take
know.
a feat, do I need to train in it, or can I just have it?
You
You just
can
have it.
say, yeah, you can just
I
have
think
it.
I think
You
when it's
can-
an ability score improvement feat, you just
Yeah.
have it. But if it's one that you want to say, I don't want to have to wait until the next thing for that. I want to train to do it instead.
Yeah,
So then you don't
I
have
could
to.
find a way to
Then
do
it
it.
takes time.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I did just take a feat, so
Yeah, that's fine.
cool.
I'm debating a bit of feat or ability score improvement, but
I need this feat.
yeah, I can now match Auric for intimidation. Nice.
Yeah. I'm going to close off the stream and all that stuff and jump off for the night, guys,
Alright.
as I've got the
Alright.
early shift tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be back on streaming Monday. I don't know, to be honest, what the plan is, to be honest. Have you heard anything, Joel, with Mondays? I think it's nothing till November, but doesn't look good in general, does it?
What are you talking about? Mondays? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have no clue. I'm
Yeah, that
a
was
bit
very much
angry,
in the air at the
but
moment.
that's a
Yeah.
different matter altogether.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be back on Wednesday with more Soul King's Thunder, which I'm super hyped. I get to use the gavel that Kronk has, and I think it's so cool.
Nice.
And
All right.
yeah, we'll be back next time. Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
Cool.
Alright, anyway, guys.
Toodles.
Oh,
Bye.
Thanks, Nick.
Bye,
Thank
Max.
you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Just going to end the stream off here and stop that silly music I've been playing from loop for ages because I completely forgot it was on. But yeah, we'll be back on Wednesday for more Storm King's Thunder. And yeah, the VODs will go up on YouTube whenever we get some time to upload. But yeah, I'll close off the stream, play some ads, usual stuff, play some music. Feel free to stick around. If not, we'll catch you next time.